get a lighter from somebody. Burn some of these incense. Go to sleep about what? 5 minutes. You got your joint on?
Yeah, we ain't on yet, but we already
Set it up. When the brother come, he gonna take over the camera. So
All right.
good right there.
In Philly with these brothers right here. That's right. Huh? Yep. It's going.
Double up. Set it off, brother. Set it off. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakam Double honors to the apostle, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, Charles of Truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, and to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, and the shell of our spirits. To the men, women, and children that believe in the true name of the Father and the Son. As the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shah, he is the deliverer. Has come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. Once again, it's the Church of Philadelphia on the highways and hedges with his brother from Saginaw, on the highways and hedges, coming out here to prophesy the downfall of America according to the Bible, man. All right, and right now, you're going to start hearing those words, yo, you were right, you were right. You don't want to hear that from man. You want to hear that from the Lord. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Those are words you want to hear. Fuck what a man thinks. Because man didn't create you, the Lord created you. You know? God. Well, no, the Lord created you. You know? And the title of the camp is Truth Shall Reign. You know, matter of fact, you got that. You see the truth shall reign forevermore. All right? And then you got this spell it out. Spell it out for you. But yeah, the truth shall reign, you know, and the truth is going to reign forever and ever. Because guess what? We've been in a world of lies for so long. You believe the lie. But how long, though? It exhausts you to keep with your witchcrafts and all that. It's going to exhaust you, man. And you're getting exhausted. That's like a boxer that's fully trained for the fight, and he's fully in shape and everything, and he's boxing. He's not going to get out of shape, man. He's going to be rumbling, and that's his element. That's what he's used to. So while you get wore down, you're going to be whooping your ass. That's the same thing right now. While you wearing down, while Esau's wearing down, the men of the Lord are getting stronger. Why? Because the Lord is putting that spirit on him to endure to the end of the battle. All right, this is a fight, man. This is a fight, whether you believe it or not. This is a fight for your life. You know? Excuse me, miss. You got a lighter? Hey, Miguel. You got a lighter? Can I use it real quick? Thank you. Go ahead, start this. It's locked. Got the brother with God. He's not on the camera no more.
Ah.
He's in the flesh. Oh, man. Brother used to be behind the scenes.
Right. Which one you want?
You shall know the truth. The truth shall set you free. You got it?
Oh, you got it already? It's John, right?
St. John chapter 8, verse 32. It says, and ye shall know the truth. St. John chapter 8, verse 30, 31. Let's start at 30. It says, as he spake these words, many believed on him.
See, yo, there you go. That's the thing. Yo, that's like the point when he spoke those words. What words was he speaking? He was speaking the words of Yahweh. That's why you're going to start hearing. When you speak the words of Yahweh, how can you ever go wrong? How could you mess up? You know, you can't. That's why the scriptures say that. And that's what we out here doing, speaking the truth. So in all these lies that you was raised in and everything that you saw, and you still want to keep continuing to do that, and you ain't listening to what we're saying, and it's not even what we're saying, we're coming out the Bible, and they give you that book and tell you to go to church every Sunday, and you still listen to that, and you should, first of all, if the Lord gave you eyes to see things, as soon as you saw that white Jesus up there, and you see how the scriptures explain what he looked like, you're supposed to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
You just retarded at that time. You're retarded. You know?
And I'm telling brother earlier today, like 5 or 6 years old, you go to church.
Right.
You go in there and you got that pure mindset of the king. So you go in there, you hear this stuff, and it still don't make sense as a child, man. And you will still force your kids to go to that stuff.
Right.
Idolatry, because that's all it really is.
That's it.
And then when it comes down to it, the helmet drop. The Lord kill you for it, and you looking stupid. You back in the spirit with it looking up.
All right. Hey, but Yahweh Shai uses people as a sign for us to say they are bugged the hell out.
I think crazy.
Go the other way, because this is right.
Yeah. But no, and that Yahweh Shah said that himself. He was like, do what the wicked scribes and Pharisees saying. He said, do what they say, but don't do what they do.
Yeah.
Because they hypocrites.
Right.
Yo, you got motherfuckers out there that can talk a good one,
Yeah.
they not living it.
Right.
Like the brother, you playing that song, niggas talking it but ain't living it. That Biggie song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas talking it but ain't living it. Look at, matter of fact, prime example of that is Alizar.
Wow.
He was talking it, but he wasn't living it. And now what happened? He got exposed for everything that he was doing, man.
He started a new group,
Yeah, cut.
the Peg
now,
Boys.
Now you would whack 100.
Yeah, he started his own group, the Peg Boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
getting pegged in the ankle.
Right.
He named it the right way. And
Right.
that's, you know what? And that's crazy because that's so spiritual. Now you named it the Peg.
No, I'm just saying. I ain't
Yeah. But he named it. He named Sakari.
Yeah.
But you go into the Maccabees, Sakari was they was the ones that was trying to fight, but it wasn't your fight.
Yeah. What's dagger mean?
Yeah, cut. Y'all niggas want to go rumbling and shit.
You would say, yeah, we them niggas. Yeah, we them niggas. God damn, bro.
Yeah, here's the Peg Boy.
Yeah.
Talking about sticks on
He will whack.
Yeah.
He will
Right.
whack 100.
Yeah.
Them niggas a bunch of rainbow guys, happy people. You got it, brother.
It says, verse 31, then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue my word, then are ye my disciples
See that?
indeed.
If you can listen, you gotta listen. You gotta hear the words. You just can't speak them and don't do it. Like we promised and we brought out Elazar. Even Nate from IUIC. Johanna, all them dudes, because they think that they know about you. Don't do. Yo, you're heavily influenced under the demon that got your mind trapped. Because you want to be that guy. You can't just be humble and just be who the Lord created you to be.
Man,
You know?
life would be so much easier like that.
Well, they're under that 501c3, so
Exactly.
there's so much they can do and so much they can say
Exactly.
before they get spanked.
Exactly. Yep.
They get called into the big guys, right?
And that's
So-called
why,
big
That's
guy.
why we said the truth shall reign.
Right.
The truth shall reign forever. Because and I because with Yahweh Shai, this is what speaking. So when Yahweh Shai came to speak, he said it's prophesied that his world is going to be a world without end. So he came to tell you the truth, and he told you, this kingdom, Daniel, I think it's Daniel 7, if I'm not mistaken, in that chapter when it breaks down the statue. It tells you all that. Yeah, it tells you all that. You know, all the kings that came and passed, and right now we're at the feet. And Yahweh Shai came at the when we know him to be Yahweh Shai, because he came as many different reincarnations. But when he came at this particular time, it was in the Roman Empire, so that's the legs of brass. You know,
You've seen all
the iron.
you've seen all these captivities had their time of rule,
That's right.
and eventually was destroyed
Right.
for a period of time.
That's right, bro.
Just like now, different kingdoms is being destroyed.
Right.
You know, and this is the shortest one.
Right.
The Lord's saving the rest of the lives.
That's right, bro.
Why we destroy all those other kingdoms that rule, that we subjected under, but still have us here, bringing
Right.
us to our remembrance? Because these other kingdoms, like they've got monuments, they trying to keep that in remembrance.
Right.
These words are gonna, always. What's that scripture say? In Acts, it says, if this council, if this house be a friend,
It shall come to naught.
you know,
What was
this,
that again? I got you already. I already talked about it.
it says, verse 32, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
That's right, yo, because before we knew the truth, we was all trapped with the lies. And people, I'm telling you, you got people that'll make this statement every single day and not know the magnitude behind it. You know?
And you know why? Because they say ignorance is what? Bliss.
Bliss, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas is bliss.
Right.
They ballistic.
And that's why the
These
truth.
people is ballistic.
Yeah. That's why the truth is sweet in your mouth but bitter in your belly.
Come on now.
Right? When you're in this thing, right? Because when we was out in this world, guess what? It ain't no better. Hey, we thought we was in, a good estate.
That's right.
But we wasn't. We was in a low estate in the mind and what we was doing in this goddamn wicked kingdom.
Folly.
Right.
Folly.
Full of folly.
This second Ezra 14 and 13. Now therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people, you Israelites.
That's right. That's what we doing. When we come out here, because I heard a lyric from this one Benjamite. He said, basically said the truth sounds like, basically said the truth sounds like hate. He said the truth is not hate. He said it's love. Basically, what he was saying. Like, he said, basically, I'm saying this, and I'm explaining these things that's happening, and we're crying out to the Lord. That's what our people do. That's what our spirit is designed to do. To cry out to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Kapadash. Because who else we going to call on? We can't call on Esau.
Right.
And the Lord is making it that way. He's letting us know, like, I'll put you in this situation. That's why I got you at. You're going to have to call on me to
What we gotta say? We don't got a right to this music. We don't got a right to this
And
music.
they always do it. And then they hit us with a copyright.
And my thing, for all you women of the Southern Kingdom, and y'all want this military shit to pop off in your city, you gonna think people to kill your own sons and nephews and whatnot. This is evil, man.
That's right. And that's heavy. Because that goes on, and that goes on to the dollar bill. Order avocado on the back, order out of cash. So that's what they're doing. They letting these niggas run through Philadelphia, Michigan, Chicago, Florida, LA, San Francisco, Las Vegas, all these places where Jake live at. They're allowing them to run through these inner cities and murder each other. So they want you to call on them to bring the peace in.
Wow.
They're not coming with the peace.
They brought you the pain.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Because they don't. And, yo, you grab that scripture? Yeah, because that's all that they're doing. When you really sit back and analyze everything that you see, and you watch it like, damn, these niggas is crafty. But your mind have to be open. The door really have to be working with you to see those things. Because you can see a person that's blind as hell. You're like, God damn, how you don't see this? And it will frustrate your spirit to even sit there and talk to him because he don't get it. Now, when you talk to somebody that they didn't understand when you explain it to them, then they get it. Now, you like, all right, you like, oh, okay, I can work this. You know what I'm saying? But like you got, it's a lot of, it's a lot going on, and they still trying to keep you fully blinded behind the madness.
Hey, and that's why they're gonna go for Esau. The solution going down to Egypt for help.
That's right.
That's a solution because they seen the chaos. Especially if there's a famine or economic collapse, people true colors will come out just like during 2020.
Yeah.
Now they're all family oriented. Holidays coming, but then when shit hit the fan, we said man's foe shall be out of his own household. So that's houses being divided. People and Esau used that tactic against our people. Something called problem, reaction, and solution. They bring the problem, they see the reaction, and then they want to swoop in like, oh, we got the solution. And the brother said they the ones that caused it.
They started the C19. Right. They started the C19, then they want you to come to them for the potion and take it away. No, they're really killing you more. Yep. That's all they show you. They show you they're the devil.
Speeding up their process.
Yeah,
exactly. Comforting such as them as be in trouble and not renounce corruption. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man.
That's right, the mortal thoughts. That's one of my favorite songs. You gotta, because we're mortal men. We're in the flesh. That's why Yahweh said Yahweh shine to show us the way in His flesh. You know what I'm saying? He's showing you that it's possible. Like, yo, you can do it. I sent my son, the first one I was gave. That's how much I love you. I'm giving you my firstborn to come teach you stiff-necked niggas. But He sent them for His elect because He already elected them from the beginning of time, before the foundations of the earth was created. You know?
For those of you who say you saved you in the church salvation predestined for the prophets.
Exactly. And they don't even think that. If you think you saved already, yo, if you think it's saved in Esau's kingdom, you're an ass.
And you proud and you stupid.
And he about to bring that hammer down on you. He's showing you. Look at Nero, DJ Trump. Look at the moves that he's making. And all you Israelites are doing.
What's your voice? I hope you get everything you was asking for. Cast away the burdens of man, now put off the weak nature. Set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, like them friends and them family. Hey, the Lord Yahweh told I feel Prophet Job, look, girl look like a man. Hey, they gonna come back. And then on top of that, the Lord Yahweh gave Job back them same kids he had in the third and fourth generation. It's italicized in the Bible. Why is it italicized? Our people don't understand nothing.
That's right, brother. That's right.
And hasten to flee from these times. Are we gonna be here 30 more years, 1,000 more years? I don't want to be here for the rest of this year.
Right, another day. Forget the year, another day. That's how we hasten it.
Yeah. For greater evils, Jacob's trouble, than those which thou hast seen happen, shall be done hereafter. That's what's that, Ecclesiastes? There's no thing under the sun.
Right.
For look how much the world shall be weakened through age. That's why another scripture say it took two strong men to carry a bushel of grapes.
Right?
Mhm.
So much more shall evil increase upon them that dwell therein. A lot of people don't understand. It's more evil right now than it was in the time of the flood. And they don't understand the Lord about to stand up in this one.
Hey, and we bring this out all the time because judgment isn't executed speedily. You know, hey, wickedness is like you said, it's reached the heavens, and it has reached heaven. That's why the Lord is bringing His judgment right now. You know,
literally and figuratively.
Right.
Them satellites, all of those crap pops just clanging in each other up there. This is up there. All that stuff gonna be cleaned up.
God, I got a precept. It's the book of Proverbs 29, verse 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. So even though we say judgment is executed speedily, hey, the Lord is putting judgment, especially on our women, because they are as wicked as you can even think about. Especially women that have men of the Lord, right? You can't tell them anything. Because they absolutely go to Egypt for help. You know, but that's why the Lord says, hey, he that being often proved hardeneth his neck. Who is more stiff-necked than Eve?
Negro, Latino,
Right.
You
Who?
Irish and you Italians too.
Right. There's nobody on this earth that's more stiff-necked. Right. Hey, the Lord shows right there. Right? Yeah.
And this Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. I ain't your daddy. Your daddy was weak on you. Hey, Jake, you need somebody to tell you what to do, bro. The delivery should make a difference, man. Sometimes you gotta get told the hard way, man, or you gonna learn the hard way by way of a lump.
What Kevin Hart said, you're gonna learn today.
I'm gonna learn my daddy country.
I'm gonna learn you something.
You already knew.
I'm gonna learn
you today.
That's when you know they was serious.
Your ass too.
The next time they're gonna learn you something, they already learned the shit they about to teach.
They're gonna teach you now.
And you gonna learn that.
Right.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
God. Right.
Ain't that the trait of an Israelite man? A loud, booming voice.
Right.
That's the traits of Yahweh.
Yeah.
They said his voice was like many waters, man. And if you really go down to the ocean and sit there and listen to the waves coming, whoa.
See that rumbling? Yeah.
Man. And you talking about his voice was a many waters, and that's just like one little ocean sitting watching.
Hey, think about when we was walking around in the wilderness. Oh, we want to talk to the Most High. Man, that sound system came out. Hey, you know, Jake. Weak in the knees. Nah, you go ahead. Go talk to him. It's shit.
Yo, because what it say in our second letter, it said, who shall not utterly be power in his presence. Because when you see it, first of all, and how you know it's the truth, because when any angel ever came to talk to a man, they instantly dropped. Instantly dropped on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Because your flesh, this flesh is different from that flesh. You know?
Hey, think about this though. The world we smaller now. You terrified. You see that man who watching over you. I got to go. I got it.
Hey, most of the time too, when the angel come, he ain't coming to bring no flowers and candy. Right?
It's either a message of death.
Right. Right.
That's why when the prophets used to come through, sometimes they be like, yo, why are you here? What's going on? They know. That's why I tell them when it says speak smooth things.
Right.
Prophesy the seats.
Yeah.
They want to make as long as I'm doing all right.
Right.
But when you see a real prophet come, you like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yo, we got to kill this.
Right.
And that's what they did to all the prophets.
And you know what? That's the good news. You know?
They don't dig it.
They don't understand that it's good to rehearse these righteous acts. It's a good thing in the sight of the Lord to show him that, look, we want to be right. You know, this ain't good because you feel like, oh, I'm working, you got good cars, and I say, all right, the Lord can bless you with these things. but he could also put that there to blind him and chasing the bag. You know, being good is not, I'm opening the door for you.
And Jake, you don't have a bag. You got crumbs from a table. That's it. You have nothing. There's nothing in this place, in this kingdom, that is going to grant you any type of power. The only power we got is through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Everything else is vanity and vexation of heart. You know, we think we be in a good case, but no.
So this word, when it comes out, it's supposed to run to the ones that got a righteous mindset. When you hear the truth, you run to it. You don't run away from it. These people haven't run the lies. That's why Babylon is so the way it is. And that's why this place is going to fall harsh.
Right. And when you really think about it, the famine of word has already been in existence, because what did we do when we first came in this truth? We told everybody.
Yep.
We tried to tell our mother, our cousin, our niece, a baby. We couldn't stop talking. Now, hey, we know this only for the elect. We wrapped out. So they need to understand that. This family is already here.
When I first came in,
Yeah.
the brother was talking to her early on. So, yo, as soon as that conversation was over,
Right.
I immediately went to my mom. I need a Bible, King James.
Right.
She looked at me like, "You coming here for a Bible? Yeah, I know you got it. Let me get that.
Right.
I need the supplies.
Right.
but that's when you hear the words, like it's supposed to wake you up, man. You're gonna be woken up to in this lifetime. You're gonna be woken up to who you was in the past.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Like I was shot, those who follow him in the regeneration. If you follow him in the regeneration, go get your ass on the
John.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 20 to 21. It says, "Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end."
See that? That's right now. Here's instruction. That's what we out here doing. But they tell you the Bible, the basic instruction before you even heard.
For you Israelites.
Yeah, for you, not everybody, but you have to hear counsel. Man. Wow, this is counsel. You're coming out on the street to counsel you, to tell you where you're going off at, to tell you where you're wrong. That's what we're here for. You know, like you look at the different the buildings that was built, the temples, and they had different sections in the temples. Man, only certain people, only the priests can come in this section.
Right.
Only this people can come in this section. This people, when you come in this way, you leave out that way. You come that way, you leave out that way. The Lord is he's strategic, man. But this place is no order at all.
Right.
You know, you can do whatever the hell you want here. You don't want to hear counsel. You don't want to hear instruction. You go to the goddamn churches, and the pastors freaking all the men's wives in there. So where is order in that?
Hey, they got that song in the Christian church. What they say? Come as you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And leave as you were.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, leave worse than what
Right. God.
Or even the cool piece, he hits you with the profile.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Because they showing up. That's
Right.
why you can't have no woman. Like,
There's an evil, wicked spirit
that's right, bro.
in a so-called black Christian church. An evil, wicked spirit. That's why you always bring out, brother, that every time they have a movie and it's about the black, so-called black Christian church, it's a comedy.
Yeah. Because they know. Yo, and that's Esau letting you know. They're
Right.
joking.
Yeah.
They like, ha, we got another one.
Yeah.
You go to church, and when we come out here, we tell you the truth. You don't see no movies they trying to mock this. None. Because they know. Make a movie about the Israelites out here on the highways and hedges to see what the fuck happened. You ain't never seen a movie like that.
Hey,
What's the churches? You saw that.
Wasn't the two comedians did a skit about the Israelites, and one of them died like soon after?
Yeah.
Remember that?
As a matter of fact, the one joint you had was Wu-Tang, American Sonic. When they had the Israelites in that joint.
Going against the...
But they wasn't mocking them.
No.
They was just like, yo, cross paths, we was in a park together, but they showed you.
Right.
And they showing you like, yeah, you can create an Israelite. Apostle LeBron went to that. He's like, yo, you can create an Israelite that thinking because they just don't want to start the fringes and this, that. It ain't about all that. Your fringes got to be in your mind, man.
Yep.
You know, that's why we used to wear all that, the tassels and all that, the philanthropies in your head, with the scriptures in there. That's why the Lord said he's going to write it on your inward parts. You know?
Well, they said one of the Wu-Tang members was so-called in truth, right?
Basketball has been about
Jeremiah.
Yeah. He was in Apostle Tom's camp.
Yeah.
And yo, they interviewed him. They interviewed Killer Priest. I saw that interview, and they asked him. He was like, "Oh, Apostle Tom." He's like, "Yo, he's a prophet." He admitted it. He said he's a prophet.
Right.
You know, these spirits know who you are, man.
Right.
These spirits know exactly who you are, man. You know, shalom.
You knew not to talk crazy. I'll tell you that.
What Muslims, come out here and teach on the corner?
Yeah, right? It says, verse 21, there are many devices in a man's heart.
That's right. Yeah.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand.
See that? There's many devices in your heart. Your heart is in mind. So you got many thoughts. But the counsel of the Lord, like you can say something about the word, the scriptures or something, and it'll change their whole everything. You know? Just like us. Like we're living proof of that. Because one day we had to hear the word.
Right.
When we heard it, we like,
right.
Snap.
That's what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, like we like, yo,
Yeah.
I was doing it. What the?
Yeah.
And it convicts you because you like, yo, once you start reading, you like, I broke every law in this Bible.
Right.
Damn, that's the depression. You like, God damn. So that when Jeremiah says it's sweet in the mouth and in the belly is bitter, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Because you like, damn, yo, you caught up. Just talking about us, but you was taught a different way your whole life.
Right.
You know? And that's only strictly coming from Yahweh Shai. Can't no man teach you that.
Right.
You've been going to church all this time,
Yep.
and you still got people, like I be looking at the older people, I'm like, God damn, you've been in church fucking 50 years. And you don't learn nothing. The same scriptures. You don't even know that you're an Israelite.
Right.
You don't even know the name of the Father or the Son. And we could be in that same division, man. But the Lord have mercy. That's what you really better meditate on, man.
Yeah.
That the Lord called you out of that bullshit. But that's exactly what it is. We was in some real big bullshit. But the Lord called us out of that to bring us into the light. And yo, even though we came to the light, don't mean we're gonna make it.
Yeah,
So many are called, many are chosen.
Mm-hmm.
No, many are chosen. No,
Many
many
are
are called, few are chosen.
Yeah.
Shabbat.
Yeah.
We're hoping to be chosen. We're
Right.
called. At this point, we know that we're called. Like you got a basketball tryout. Everybody coming, playing their best, doing all this, and you gotta wait till that day when that list come on the wall to see if you made the team. You know, I used to go in there nervous every time, every year. Oh shit!
I remember
Am
that.
I on it? When I see my name, oh yeah, my name. I don't give a fuck if I was on the bench.
I'm in here.
I mean, if he a starter, that's even better. You know, that's the same thing right now with this word, man. We've been called, man.
Hey, this is how I think about it, though. All the brothers out there on the street corners, them the starters, they.
Right.
Them the starters.
Well,
But they last
Lord,
everybody
really,
else out here.
yeah. The Lord gonna call you off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I got 144,000.
That's the team.
I started.
Right.
Hey, this is Proverbs 28:2. For the transgression of many land. Excuse me, I'm gonna reread that. For the transgression of a land, many are the princes thereof, but a man of understanding and knowledge in the state thereof shall be prolonged.
That's right. See that?
You gonna keep that with the verses onto the light. You gonna by line and by measure, you gonna get back what you had in the ancient world.
Right.
So just go out there and go hard. Go for what you know, bro.
And you're going like the things of this here. You're gonna be so long because of your wisdom. You're gonna know what to eat and not to eat. That's your decision. I just got a prayer which I'm sitting with the brothers. It's a prayer for more discipline. You know? That's what you need. Discipline is the key to everything you do. Because Esau gives you anything and make everything look great.
Right.
Anything that's wicked, they make it look great. Just like with the herbs.
Oh man,
If you got a herb, if you got a bitter herb, the more bitter it is for your body, the better it is.
Right.
But you a sip and get that tick. Yeah. But it's doing you good.
Yep.
Now the sweeter something is, the more. But I ain't gonna say all sweet is bad, but the more sweeter it is, the more harmful.
Yeah, that sugar. That sugar is bad.
and white sugar.
Right.
Up.
Right.
This Proverbs 28:4. That forsake the law. Praise the wicked.
That's right, yeah, that's what they do.
You okay with motherfuckers running around here with us? Being a sodomite, want some plastic in the butt. You rob your people. You get on no jumper. Man, I keep them messed up. But such as keep the law, contend with them.
Yeah. So they
hate us.
Yes, that's right. They always try to fight with it. Let's look at IUIC. They always talk the law. They don't follow the law.
Right.
So you're a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Now, Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he would tell you, listen to what they're saying as far as like concerning the law, because they do go in on the law, but don't do what they do because they fucking it up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you know what you gotta know what time you're living in. You gotta know what we're in Babylon. But then you telling people to fast for wives and all that. Where's that in the scriptures, man?
Well, fast forward sodomite.
Yeah, it comes.
Right.
What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? But that's what they do though, man. So like, and this is how you know that we're telling the truth, because Esau is really, they fighting tooth and nail for us.
Oh yeah.
For us, man.
They won't take ass out here.
Right.
Y'all niggas out here hustling and selling drugs, they're not concerned with you.
No.
They don't care because you're already in division.
Right.
Because they like, we got the mistake, but once you start using the mind, where the Lord opens their mind, now they want to kill you.
Yeah.
Because you're waking up your people, and that's why I said the truth shall reign forever.
Right.
Because what we're telling you is the truth, and it's going to reign forever. You're going to see the same way all those kingdoms fell, this place is the next one to fall. But the kingdom to come is never.
Got a precept too. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 25. The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai shall be safe.
See that? Read that again, bro. That's damn.
Being fearful of the court of public opinion. That's why you gonna go out there and go do your job for your people.
Right. God. This is the book of Proverbs 29, verse 25. The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai shall be safe.
Yo, can you read that in the NLT, brother?
Right.
Because a snare, that's a trap.
Right.
So that's why in Yahweh Shah, he said, don't fear the man that can kill the body.
Right.
Fear the man that can kill the body
and soul.
Yeah, right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, you fear a man, what else can he do to you? The Lord could torment you in the spirit world if he wanted to. You know?
You do the hell he wanted to do. Can't tell him shit.
Exactly. That's why I said that it's a trap. So the fear is just a trap. That's everything with Esau meant, right? It's a fear tactic. With the whole, you gotta get the tag.
Yeah.
Then that's what's gonna come from that to the thing,
Yeah.
the Yakadai. That's what we call it. The Yakadai. That see him.
Right.
That's what they're gonna scare these efforts into getting that, and that's a trap. You got it, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 25. Chapter 29, verse 25. In the NLT. Fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting Yahweh means safety.
There you go. Come on, man.
Because
They're not Yahweh. Bashim Yahushai hate these people. So why are we going to fear them, man?
Yeah.
You know? Because a man we can't even save ourselves. We fear the Lord. That's a righteous thing. What it says, the beginning of wisdom, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
A good understanding of all that do his commandments. Praise ye the Lord. It's one of my favorite verses.
That's right. So why would we be walking around here fear like Esau when you come with your stuff? That's why all the prophets are like, no, where your house shot to? He said, no man takes my life.
I get
No man.
All right.
That laid it down.
All right.
That lets you know right there. He was not worried about no man. He like,
All right.
I'll fucking kill you.
Right.
without any of your stuff that you had.
There's more meat on this bone too.
Good, brother.
I got
Verse 26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but justice comes from Yahweh.
That's right. See that? Many seek the ruler's favor, so they want to be down with these people. There's not like look at your Jay-Z's, your Denzel Washingtons, and all those actors and those people, the Joel Embiid's and all that. Those niggas that's in those type of things. They seeking the favor of the one that's in leadership. We're not seeking your favor.
Right.
We don't give a fuck about your favor. You know, all your little $1 million that's chump change.
Right.
That's corny. You know, when the Lord made the whole earth for our sakes. So why the fuck would I bow down for your opinions?
Right.
That's disrespectful.
And we're gonna live better in Rothschild when we get up on
Yo,
this
watch
morning.
this when it comes across.
Of course, it's
But there's a Jake on it. It's a Jake the way it's supposed to be.
yeah.
And the horse represents power.
Power.
Yeah. Hey, that's like when Yahweh Shai went up that mountain with Satan, right? What'd he say? Bow down, I give you all this.
Yup.
Right?
So
Yeah.
like that business mind and
Right.
I was looking at this nigga like, dickhead. Y'all already run this shit.
Right.
You just written it right now.
Right.
You borrowing it.
Right.
So you get your time, but I know when my time comes, I know what I'm gonna do.
John. But hey, but that also was a signal to us. Again, what was written aforetime, written for our learning. So this verse, when it says many seek the ruler's favor, yeah, that's what it means.
That is a nigga one.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
That the power.
Yeah.
Is this they
Moving on. Verse 27. The righteous despise the unjust. The wicked despise the godly.
See that? And yo, don't they hate us?
Right.
The Lord said that you will be hated of all men for my name's sake.
they hated him, they rebuked him, they
Exactly.
hate.
It said the righteous, we don't like this wicked stuff.
Right.
That's why we don't fit in here. We're really the oddballs.
Right.
And I'm happy to be an oddball.
Yeah.
I don't want to be down with your weird shit. And you got all these women, they tell you how many women that they slept with. On the low, they tell you how many men that they popped in the 80s. This world is crazy. And they'd be proud to tell you that shit. This world is crazy, man.
But here's the thing with the wicked though. You know, hey, we tell you according to the Bible what you're doing, how you going off. What they do to us, they try to they have an extreme hatred for it. They despise us. They try to
They hate
sabotage us.
you. They hate you.
They set us up.
That's right.
They do all. We don't think about them all that much.
That's right, bro.
We just tell you what your wickedness is, and we keep it moving.
Good night's rest.
Right. They can't sleep without trying to think about how to assassinate our character, how to put a snare underneath us. Right? Yeah. They are so wicked. That's what they do. They don't want us breathing again.
Yo, is there some more?
That's it.
Yo, that was dang.
That was a nice little play, baby.
All right, good.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right, so you can't be in this the way you was raised and everything that you was taught, you gotta relearn it. And yo, how you know this is the truth? Because it's the spirit works on both sides, controls both sides. So now you've been, and you saw about to show you how much of the devil he is. Because they're trying to really come up against us and our kingdom to come, which is our God's kingdom. You know? So it said, be conformed. You gotta change the renewing of your mind. So now he saw what they trying to do now. You got to see him coming. So now they're trying to change things, how the old way you thinking, with the fiat currency and all that, they want to take that away from you. So now they want to reprogram it to get you on their page. So you can keep continuing to follow after them. But that's all you're doing in this world. Now, following after each other. No matter how you look at it. And the Lord, He designed it like that. You got to put it in for one of all things. Everything. But once you know who you are, because even with other prophets, like Daniel, all the prophets, Isaiah, and everyone, they used to come to the king at that time and be like, yo, long live the king. You know? Why? Because that's his kingdom. And that's how he's supposed to talk to him. But they knew that they had authority over him, but they were just in complete order. You had to come. But these niggas, they want to seek some type of
Instant
compassion.
gratification.
Yeah, so from the devil, man. You don't got no compassion. That's why that song, sympathy for the devil. You don't got no sympathy. So,
Yeah, it says that ye may prove that. So like I'm just gonna put that. So be not conformed to this world, but be ye in every world and every society within. The heathens are ruled. So it was nothing new under the sun. You know, but now it's like a great melting pot with all these different ancient idols, Greek record, you know what I mean, Roman infrastructures, their philosophies, you know, that they're pushing our people through the media, you know what I mean, through the school system. So that's how, if they destroy the mind, right, if the head, like the scripture said, if the head is sick, the whole body is sick. So the whole body of Israel is sick. And now the Lord is raising, that's why he raised up the apostles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a cleansing. You know what I'm saying? But it says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove that, so like what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
so that's what we're doing. I'm telling you. Now, how do we know that? By reading the scriptures. You gotta be a reader. And I know Pastor Barr said, what was the title of his video? Not too long ago. He said, the Bible isn't a lazy man's book. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, huh? Because though you can't just pick it up and be, oh yeah, take it for a bit. No, man, you gotta research it. Anything in history. And it's poetry. That's the people that you're dealing with. Poets. How my mom used to say back in the days, I was a poet and I didn't even know.
Hey, that's why Jake got the rap game tied up, right? Because that's natural for us.
Exactly.
In our soul.
Because we always comparing something. Like,
right.
Metaphors, man.
Right.
The scriptures is written like that.
Right.
But the one thing about that I never could understand is if we got all the talent, why the fuck we go to them?
Yep.
Right.
It's a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, that's another sign that shows you who we are.
That's right.
We're the best at everything.
Literally.
Can't nobody dispute that. You can't dispute that. Right.
Hey, and the crazy, man, you know he Jake, man. You know DJ Khaled Jake, man. Man, that shit crazy, man. I hear you though. I hear you. Man,
nah, you got it.
He hang with niggas.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
What it is.
Yeah.
You know, birds resort to their life.
Right. Right.
Hey, this Psalm 69:22. King David cursed you niggas.
Okay.
Let that table become a snare before them. That's why you can't understand. Like you
right.
You need to repent if you can.
That's right.
And that should have been for their welfare.
Just say, let the table become a snare for
the Bible, a trap, a stumbling block, a recompense.
Yo, that goes in the, I think it's Job 20 and 23. It says, George said about the eating. That's the table. That's he said that's crazy. That's King David speaking about the blood. He was actually the Lord's on the ark. So let you know everything that's on the table that you're eating on right now, let it become spiritual. Just like those weapons that y'all have, those nuclear missiles, that's a snare for you.
Right.
Because you don't even think it's a snare, but we do. But we know. We ain't even making it. That's why young boys teach you.
That's why the scripture say, like the vision.
Make it plain.
This is the real food. You know, this is the real water. This is the real milk.
Right.
The real nutrition. You know, their table is full of abomination. You know, all you can eat. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you had to eat again too. Yeah.
Yo, it's a lot of people down for that shit. Yeah, it was,
bro, why I seen radioactive shrimp, bro? Them bitches was green.
Yeah.
Woo!
I said, man, you motherfuckers eating this shit?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like fluorescent green, like that shit'll glow.
Yeah. And yo, they got
It's a sign from your house, man.
What the fuck you eat that shit?
Yeah, but that's what Eve was. People was dying because they said it was flesh eating bacteria I think it was either mussels, crab, or shrimp. But I know it was one of the abominable foods.
Yeah.
And people died from that shit. Eating it, died. I think it was two so far.
Damn.
So then the Lord told you not to eat that.
Right.
So that's why you died.
Hey,
But you was set up, and it's crazy because that's the way the Lord designed for you to die. When
Right.
You was born.
that's
Right.
wild, bro. That's wild, bro. I'm gonna get you back for eating that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you thought you was getting away with it? You
Right.
disrespecting me? No, you disrespecting yourself.
Right. Your
But
whole
that's
body,
gonna
the
be,
temple.
that's what's going to die. This
Yeah.
gonna be.
Hey,
Yeah.
for those of our people who get a little wind of this, hey, when you eat your pork, your shrimp, and your crab, your lobster, and you sit at that table and you cry to the Lord over, you just told yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
He's going to condemn
Right.
it. It's already condemned.
Right.
Cursing
You're
yourself.
not even
Yep, you
supposed.
cursing your
Yo,
goddamn
yeah, the Lord is so precise in His words. He said you're not even supposed to touch the flesh
Yep.
of a fucking abominable food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to touch the flesh of it, and you just.
Hey, right.
Yeah, like,
And that's how sick our people are.
yeah.
Not only does the scripture say it, but even in nutrition, they tell you that thing is right. Even in books,
And your
that's how stiff-necked our people are. They tell you that's basically a cockroach to the sea. It's something that is supposed to be in the sea to clean it up.
and you wonder why the seas is all black.
Right.
Because you're taking out all the
To clean it. That's stuff that clean it.
cleaners of the sea.
Yeah.
You know?
And you eating trash. You basically eating shit.
That's why they what the fuck out.
Yeah.
All that shrimp, crab, and like the
Right.
Muslims, oh, anything that comes out of the sea is halal. First of all, dickhead, what does halal mean? It means praise.
Yeah.
Praise, prayer. That's all it means.
Right.
So you can pray to any God over your food, but what God are you praying to? Oh, this is halal food, you can eat it. Well, somebody told you.
Right.
Somebody told you. Matter of fact, we can get it in the scripts. Matter of fact,
What's that? Leviticus 26?
yeah, just a little bit of it, just to explain that point there.
They actually think it's like a delicacy.
Yo,
That's
yeah,
how wicked and just stupid our people are. And to pay top dollar for that.
Right.
$50 for garbage.
And remember, they used to feed us that shit in slavery.
Right.
And it was supposed to be like, it was slavery.
Yeah.
Because they know we're not supposed to eat it.
Right. Yeah.
So, first of all, you feed us bullshit and then trying to make us work harder. Like, y'all really fucking us up. But our bodies, the way the Lord designed things. But y'all gotta come from y'all not kidding.
Right.
Abominable shit, yeah, we can feed it to y'all. We
Right.
not gonna eat it.
They can eat it.
Yeah, we can give y'all whatever the fuck we want.
Hey, that's why nothing really happens to them when they eat it, right? We the ones with the high blood pressure, the cholesterol.
Give Moab's old shit.
Right.
Come on, man.
They be
And they eat anything.
bro.
Yo,
Anything. They
anything.
eat that shit.
I've never seen nothing like them, man. They will eat anything's a delicacy for them.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm about
a
to-
rat.
Bitch, she was eating an octopus.
Right, yeah, to
And
eat
the
that.
shit stuck to her
Black-
face.
black
She
sound
like, oh, trying to pull it off her fucking face. Bitch, and it was alive.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Moab will eat anything. Moab and Am.
Oh,
They'll
I
eat
seen
anything.
the shrimp attack hoop frog. Laid into it. Couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
Shit. I said, I'm laughing like
They always trying to eat some live shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta
This
just to go over the reason why you're not supposed to eat shit, and the Lord is showing you, he's showing you, he's showing you his power by you eating this fucked up food.
Right.
You know?
This Leviticus 11 and 2, and I'm gonna read down to verse 8. Speaking unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among the beasts.
And this is how disrespectful y'all are, because the Lord is telling you what you shall and shall not eat.
Hey, the brother Shamyar in the building. Hey,
Shalom.
Shalom.
Y'all about to say something about it.
Beautiful brother Shamyar.
It's your brother.
Whatsoever part of the hoof is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that ye shall eat.
And that cud is when the animal eats the grass. What they call it, grazing. It's grazing up the grass. He throws it up, in his mouth and he swallows it back. That's the cut. That's what the cut is about. You know, an animal that regurgitates it and swallows it back. That's a lawful animal with the cloven foot. Now you got the swine is cloven footed, but it doesn't eat of the cud. The swine eats anything.
Right.
They're disgusting beasts. That's why the Lord told you don't eat that shit.
And them the ones with the tapeworms and parasites that you in your body. And that was in your body.
Yo, I seen the John, man.
Disgusting.
Yo, it was, they poured out the mouth. They had the long ass tweezers. When I tell you this fucking worm was so long, it looked like an intestine. Like it had to be wrapped up all through the intestines. That's how long that shit was. I said, God damn. They've been eating that bullshit for a long time.
Like, just imagine how people who have been eating pork 40, 50 years,
Right.
they never stop. You full of parasites. Yeah, in your brain, in your eyes.
That's why they legs get so swollen.
Right.
You know what I mean? All type of health issues.
That's what you say.
Yeah, it's all type of health issues.
Yeah, your food, it even fuck with your spirit.
Right.
That's right. That's right, bro. But there's certain foods you can eat like you be in a bad mood, like I know you see ice cream, certain things like that. The Lord know what He's doing. Everything that He made is for our use. And thing, but He saw all these things, righteous things, and turned to wicked.
And then we need to understand our body's a holy temple. We can't put anything in our body. Right.
I remember I first came into the truth. I was completely vegan. I'm talking about avocado, all that. Saying shit that I said, man, fuck that. I'm good.
But even with that, they even like, they take the seeds out and it's crazy. Just concerning this food, and like even the drinks you drink and all that, that shit ain't that shit ain't 100%, man.
And then I tell people who drink them energy drinks, hey bro, look on there and see if it's taurine in there, bro. Yeah. Hey bro, that's bull nut, bro. What you drinking that shit for? They still gonna drink it. Bro, I don't know if you want, bro, you gay or something? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Man, Esau's a mad scientist, man. He will destroy your body, soul, and anything else. Anything, yeah.
No, when they tell you, like I remember when the first time I was teaching about myself, right? I was down South Florida, and I was going into the FDA. I was like, yo, food and drug administration. I said, what the fuck?
I'm telling you what it is.
Yeah, what does drugs got to do with your food?
Right.
How you need an FDA to tell you what you can eat when it's right there? That's the FDA.
Yeah.
That's the real FDA, the Bible, man. You know?
All right, verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew up the cud, or of them that divide the hook, as the camel. That's talking about you, Ishmael.
They eat all that shit. I seen a nigga make a Moabite. He cooked the horse head, brushed the teeth of the horse and everything. Then cooked the shit. And I'm like, is this nigga serious? He brushed the teeth and cooked the horse head and ate that shit. Through the herbs and spices, I'm like, is this nigga serious? He was dead serious.
Damn.
Fucking Moabite, man.
Hey, that's why Moab
horse meat.
Moab needs to get put in subjection.
Moab is something else, boy.
Moab and both of them. They the same boat. They brothers.
Hey, Sham, y'all said when y'all was in Atlanta, they put pork in a potato salad.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
You know how wicked that is?
You do.
Because you know niggas love potato salad.
Yeah.
Right.
Down south, some Jake down there.
Damn.
What? Careful that shit.
Yeah.
Down south, man.
Hey, bro. I grew up in Texas. They eat them crawdads and shit. Pop the head off that joint and be slurping.
What they eat? What is it?
Crawfish, though.
Listen. You eating they piss? You drinking they piss?
Yeah,
like with a crab.
Pop his head off and you pull it, turn him over, you suck that shit up out of there. I ain't never ate that shit, bro.
Dang.
That shit nasty, bro.
Dang.
And then they be them 300 pounds, sauce. Bro, come on, man. Don't nobody want that, man.
That's why the Lord is going to bring back cannabis.
Oh, but they already in there.
Yeah.
Because you got that people know. I told this girl one time, I was like, yo, them little fast food markets, like McDonald's, that's literally people.
You know that.
Human flesh.
Yeah, you know that.
People's up
Yeah.
No, and they tell you that.
Right.
Esau tells you. You could probably slaughter a nigga in front of a person out here right now. Take a bite of McDonald's with him and they still eat.
Right.
They see it in the Chinese stores and they still go to the Chinese to buy boneless meat.
Hey, that's why you don't see no cats and no dogs in the alleys with the Chinese stores.
That's right.
None of them. Don't call. You don't need to call the SPCA.
They got him in the back.
Right.
They back in there hitting him in the head and shit, killing him. All right. Or of them that divide the hook as a camel, because he chewed the cud, but divide not of the hook. He is unclean to you.
That's right. Yeah.
And the coney, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hook. He is unclean to you.
So I was telling you, the Lord is precise with it. But here in Babylon, they put all them. That's why it's important to read the ingredients on your food. And they change words. So Esau
Yeah, he's slick.
Monosodium.
Yeah,
Right.
Nigga, that's pork, nigga.
Right.
So you really gotta, and the spirit gotta be working with you to do those things. I think Jake dying young and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like you said, high blood pressure,
Right.
diabetes,
Right.
and
High cholesterol, all the
these
diseases.
Jake,
Legs, man.
2025 got ED, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Bro say, I need to go get me a honey pack. Hey, big. I got some ashwagandha, I got some shilajit, and some sea moss. Hey, Eve ran for me. Eve ran for me.
Together. That was a demon.
Shit.
And that's
Fuck
him,
that. You
man.
need another woman, motherfucker.
Right.
Yo, nigga,
Right.
And she told Eve designed to kill you. Like my cousin, man, I ain't gonna lie. To this day, I think that his wife had something to do with his death. Because she had heart problems. So there's one day I was over his house. So her daughter was in the kitchen cooking. So some telling her, get up and go in there and watch what she doing. So I get up. She's like, damn, why you in the kitchen around me? This is my element. I'm like, no, I don't know what's going on. I
Right.
said it's cooking.
Right.
I said, I wouldn't know what the fuck you
Putting in there, yeah. Oh, they put poison. Yeah. And don't get a insurance policy, life insurance.
Exactly.
They got you then. They got
And
you.
you know when
Go
you
ahead
got
and do it.
heart problems, you
Yeah.
can't eat salt like that.
Right.
Well, when I've been into these home farms, they were so salty. My blood pressure went. I was like, oh hell no. I told my cousin like, yo, don't eat that. He ate it anyway. Ooh.
They gotta please this woman.
Yeah.
She please this woman.
Daughter-in-law. No, that's my stepdaughter. Nigga, that's not your daughter.
Dang. Right.
No, that's why you in the spirit world right now. And I was just happy, the Lord, I was allowed to see that. I could have just stayed in the living room with
Right.
everybody else. I'm like,
No, the Lord put that spirit on you. Going there.
and
What's
my
she putting in
children
that
was there
food?
too. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you put this, my children ain't this to me.
Right.
What's you putting in there?
Right.
Fuck that.
Can't trust
Yeah,
me.
that's why we going over this diet system. You can't just eat any and everything.
I can't lie to you.
Because it puts spirits on you too.
Yeah.
My brother. Yeah.
I know. And the hair, because he too. That's a
And they
rabbit, y'all.
Yeah. And they, I see motherfuckers eat rabbits.
Oh man, Jake down
Rabbit
south
soup?
definitely
Yeah.
eat that
Eat
rabbit.
that rabbit, bro.
Yeah.
Possum.
Rabbit, turtle,
Yeah.
possum.
Bro,
Yeah.
when I was out Chambersburg, Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
this lady, she told me, she said, yo, she saw some raccoon. She said, oh, my dad would have killed them and ate them. I said, bitch, yo, you're not supposed to eat that shit.
Right.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? And she naming all this food. I'm like, y'all got all this land, all these animals. You want to eat that shit?
Right.
Fucking crazy.
Rose said to me, he from Arkansas. So he said, bro, I eat it all. I looked at him. I said, nigga, that's why you 6'4", 300
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
high blood pressure,
Yeah,
diabetes.
Right.
You fucked up. You can't walk around this bitch good.
Right.
Sitting around this bitch of mess talking shit. You gonna drop dead. Oh, motherfucker got a kidney infection, bro. Come to work, smell like he just crawled out of Eve with her time, bro. I said, man, God damn, I don't hate being around you niggas, man. I just look at them and shit. Fuck, man.
That's crazy.
I eat some dog. Niggas say he got his Indiana Jones on. I had me some monkey brains.
Oh,
said, yeah, bro,
God,
you
that's
fucked up.
crazy. Monkey. And yo, they just sit at a that's bullshit.
That's sick, man.
That's some so I guess whatever goes against the laws.
It's
That's right, yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, man. That's crazy.
And a swine. Y'all know what that is.
Right.
No, he divide the hook and be cloven foot. Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Here, let me get closer so you can hear this part. And of their flesh ye shall not eat, their carcass shall ye not touch.
Right.
They are unclean to you.
Right.
Yo, I remember working at the market, and that's how you know, like this Babylon simply fucking us up. I was working in the dairy department, so they got the bacon and all that stuff, so I had to stop all that. So now I have to touch it and put it on the show.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that made me unclean.
Yeah.
You know? That's why the Lord, like, we saw about earlier, he said he thinks at the end of certain things, like, like, all right, I know where I got him at.
Right.
Yeah.
Us being put here is for us to cry out to him, get us out of here. That's the whole thing. Because we turn our back on him, so now we got, matter of fact, grab out before 26, I believe. Started 26. So like that, we're designed to call on him. All the wickedness and abominations that we did. And we were given that law. We were given there's 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. And we was given them at Mount Sinai. From Yahweh mouth himself. Through Yahweh. When Moses got on that ship and talked to him. For those 40 days. You know, he was up for a while. And that's when the children of Israel, once again, at the bottom of the mountain, oh, he just left us out here. Why did he leave here? And you started going back to the tradition of Egypt. And that's what y'all niggas died right there. You died right at that mountain. Right there that day. But the Lord said, what? Choose you this day. Who you shall serve, man. Yeah. Choose you this day. And that stands to this day all the way here for our ancestors. We're the descendants of our ancestors that chose the right way. Lord's willing. You know?
Hey, he says spirit of prophets is subject to the prophets.
That's right. The Lord's willing, we be those men that was back then. And that time and that listen, and that took heat, man. You know? Because you can clearly see, if you got an eye to see, you can clearly see who did take heat.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, these niggas just, they done.
Gone.
Yeah, and these Christians, they try to use that, what was it, when it was, I believe in Acts, where he had the vision with the different animals.
Oh, you talking about
Peter.
No, but Peter, Cornelius, when Cornelius was going to come to, the Lord sent Cornelius to come to Peter, and he was like, Lord, I haven't eaten any abominable thing. Right. And the Lord's like, the Lord makes clean. God, he said, I haven't eaten any unclean things. He said, what the Lord makes clean, call it not unclean. Because Cornelius didn't look like the traditional Israelite. Because he was in a Roman band. So he looked like those Italian motherfuckers.
And on top of that, his name alone lets you know he is Israelite. His name means seed, man.
Seed, you can see over it.
Yeah.
And it called him a just man. Those are different like words and things that you gotta hear. Oh, he's a just. Ain't no heathen just at all. There's no just heathen at all. So when the scripture said that he was a just man, why did they call him that? He was an Israelite. Just like Apostle Paul, man. No, yeah, Apostle Paul, he went and everything. He was I have to ask, I think it's it might be in he's talking about the flesh. Because I won't said the Israelites according to the flesh. But he knew who was an Israelite. And the Apostle Paul went and talked to a lot of Israelite foreigners. You know, he was heavy on them. But the Lord said him. That's Apostle Paul came from Rome. You know, he was a Roman citizen, so he was born in Rome.
Which one of the scripture says, who are Israelites according to the flesh?
That's
Right,
yeah,
Romans.
that's
Romans.
Yeah,
Romans.
yeah, Romans. Yeah, Romans. Damn, that's crazy. You know, he told, but he said, "I'd rather myself be accursed."
Yep, it's Romans 9. Yep.
But he said, they're Israelites. You know?
And if the heathens can make it, why would the Lord say the name is dreadful?
Among the heathen. Yeah.
Why you think those small heads? They be like Hashem.
Yep, because you can't call on.
Exactly. What
We
they
know
should
better.
say is Allah Yeshai.
Yep.
Terrible like power, demon like power. That's what y'all can say.
Yep.
That's what because y'all know that's a title for him that y'all have. Because he's terrible to y'all, motherfuckers. He's good to us, but he can get terrible to us too, man. We mess up. Look what he's doing to us now. You know, but still he has that patience and long suffering with us.
Hey, Shamir made a good point. He said, don't forget the Ethiopian eunuch. You know?
Yep. Yep. I watched that video of yours a couple days ago about the Ethiopian eunuch, bro. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, bro.
All right. You said Baruch 4 what?
For started 26.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 26. My delicate ones have gone rough ways
There you go.
and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies.
That's right. See it. He said my delicate ones. What? What it say?
It says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways.
Well, rough weeds. Look at our people out here now, man. Look. Yo, I seen some women down in Kensington, man, and all that. We was South Philly, like our women, man, and they got that look on their face.
Yeah.
You just slept with a whole bunch of men.
Right. A whole lot of spirits in
That's
there.
a rough way, and you can't focus. Like you got that angry spirit about you.
That old manly ass angry spirit.
I done seen like, yo, you look in a person's face, you look at you like, God damn, this person really angry. But like, when you serve the Lord, it's a difference.
Yeah.
Because you got that comfort. You're trying to give them that comfort. Show them, talk to them. Everybody's not going to receive it.
Right.
You know? But that's on them. But we went rough ways, and nothing can tell.
Sure.
It said my delicate ones. So when you know what delicate is, like what a delicacy is, delicate, that's something hard to come by.
That's my precious shit right there.
Yeah. Like, yo, you can have this one. This right here. I'm just
Right.
Like, you got brothers, you be like, yo, I'm a brother. Love y'all. Y'all can have this, but this one right here, this is my joint. Yeah, like, you still love your brothers, but hey, man, that's the way the Lord looks at us. You're like, yo, these people, they're my delicate ones. But now, go even deeper than that. You're talking about as a black.
Right.
That's the most delicate ones that you're going to get on this planet. Because they authentic. How you get them hats? You like to keep the stickers on them or not? Yeah. They authentic. You know? They're the new era.
East Coast lingo, they thorough.
Yeah.
They thorough.
There's a book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 26. My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort.
Yo, see that right there? It said it's taking away a flock to the enemies. That alone lets you know that you have enemies. While Jake walking up and down the street, you voted for Trump to come in office, hero, right? That's your enemy. So you elected another man to be over you that's not of your nation. I'm talking to you Israelites, man. Because y'all was the main ones, and now look who's bringing their hammer down on you.
Right.
The same one that you voted for. You went them rough ways because you turned your ear on the word. You turn your ear on what we're telling you. You turned your ear on the truth. That's why we named it. The truth shall reign forever. The truth.
Amen.
We ain't stopped speaking this truth since we first were in existence. Man.
Right.
This ain't our first rodeo.
Right.
This ain't our first captivity. But we still spoke the same things in all those captivities, man. And we continue to speak it. And to the end. And then you gonna know, man. You gonna know.
Hey, Jake's suffering that Stockholm syndrome.
That's right.
He just loves, gotta love.
Right,
and the first person you bring up is Esau Edom.
And then you hate your brother.
Right. Won't forgive them,
Yeah, cut.
but will forgive anything to Esau Edom.
Yeah, cut.
Man, that's horrible.
They come and kill your mother and rape her in front of your face.
Right, which is what they did.
You're like, yo,
Which is what they did.
I'm gonna pray for you, brother.
Yeah.
Jesus gonna make this some cat. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You think them Gadites was saying that shit?
Hell nah.
When they was doing that, running through them like that, you think Judah was saying that? Benjamin, all the tribes, man. You know? But we supposed to sit back and take your bullshit down when y'all can show us the most hate on the fucking planet.
Right.
And when we stand up for ourselves and say who we are and start loving ourselves, now we're the enemy?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. No, y'all the enemy, man.
And when you
y'all
think
showing it.
right, but when you think about what we're saying, this is the gospel. This is the good news.
Right.
We're telling you who you are and whose you are.
That's right.
And you so stuck on stupid that you try to assassinate our character
Right, brother.
for your father the devil.
That's right, brother.
Oh, I got free stuff.
Hold on, let's throw some more.
Yeah. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Oh, read that against Slocky.
Be of good comfort, O my children,
That's right.
and cry unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
That's the whole mission. You gotta cry to the Lord and be of good cheer because how can you be of good cheer? Because you know the ending of these people. And you know the rising of yours. And this is all they get. This is it.
It's
What you see, what they say, what you see is what you get.
Right.
He saw this is yours. You can have it. I don't
Right.
give a fuck about it.
Right.
I'm focused on the things to come. Like the kingdom, the righteousness, the stability, all that. We have it now. That's why the Yahweh Shah said, the kingdom of heaven is within inside of you, man. You know? And the Benjamin said that on one of his lyrics. He said, all you need is what is inside of you, man. I was like, oh shit. Damn. Yeah, exactly. That's what the Lord, he feeds you. Do your primary plan, bro.
So set your affections up.
That's right, brother.
Hey.
How the hell would I be worried about this place? And it might look good. Yeah, of course. That's the way it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look flashy and all that. Because if you see it for what it is, you're like, man, I don't want that bullshit. I'm cool. I'm waiting on the Lord. You're supposed to wait on him anyway, man.
Hey, and that shows you how much of a spiritual people we are.
That's right, brother.
Esau, Edom, and no other heathen nation is going to talk like that.
That's right, brother.
That shows you how spiritual we are.
That's right, brother. That's right. That's right. You ain't no fucking suckers, man.
Right.
But every show, and once again, they use that television, that television, and they put on their screen. That's another thing the brother said. The Jamaican brother, Benjamin brother. He was like, Babylon showed their lives through the screen.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. Yo, I'm telling you, this album I've been listening to, and it's at the end, and it just popped up on my phone. So I listen to a lot of Benjamin music.
Yeah.
When I hear it, I'm like, yo, the Lord gave me this. I'm listening, I'm like, oh shit. Yo, the water. But like, yo, I'm telling like, and it says like they sell you dreams to basically you saying they sell you dreams to an innocent soul, basically like, to us. You know, because the Lord said it wasn't for y'all to drink of this cup. But you did it, so I gotta punish you.
Right.
You got children, you wake up, your mom make you some cereal, you're watching the cartoons. Start sleeping.
Right. Verse 27, it says, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
See that? So who brought this upon us? Why would you go crying to your enemy like he's going to care? He didn't bring it to you. He's just reaping the benefits of what he gets off of having good for good fuck-ups.
Right.
That's all he's doing. And you going, oh, please help us. No, we're like it. Man, if you don't turn back to your Yahweh Ba'ashem outside, Ba'ashem Rachaka, you're an asshole. You know?
And right.
But then the Lord has to put on your spirit to even be able to call back to him. That's why Zephaniah said, what? I'll return unto you a pure language, a holy tongue. And that's happened already now. Yep. So if you didn't get that pure language, a holy tongue, how would you be able to say Yahweh and Yahweh Shah when those are Hebrew names, man? The greatest names are ever in the universes, man.
That's right.
That's a pure name. Those are pure names. So how don't we have the right names?
Right.
No, that's Esau with his bullshit and got you you other camps out there contradicting to the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shah that comes from the apostles, the elders, and great millstone. So if you teaching anything besides that, you're going off, man. You're going off.
Yeah, the Lord
And guess
said
what?
He was
These
going to
niggas out
reveal
there-
it.
Yeah, these niggas out here set up to absorb all the bullshit because they all
Right.
sponges. They all sponges, but we bring that shit out. Fuck out.
Hey, and that shows a lack of faith because the Lord said He's going to reveal these things to us in the last days.
That's right, brother.
So, hey, you got to have the faith
That's right.
and the trust in Yahweh Shemo Shai and say, hey, man, matter of fact, these Lord men set up, and guess what? This is the truth. And we're going to push
You
it.
ain't gonna like them men. Baby, this is gonna be rough. Baby, delivery gonna be rough.
Right.
Cushy ass time.
Right.
You gotta eat that.
Accept that rebuke. Yeah. Accept that righteous rebuke.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's say
Rebuke is better than secret love.
that's right,
Yeah.
brother. That's right, brother. That's right, brother. That's right. You know? And all we doing is telling you the truth, man.
That's it.
What you got, brother?
This says, verse 28, for as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh Shemo Shai,
That's right. That's the point.
so being returned, seek Him 10 times more.
That's right. That's right. Because it was your mind to go astray.
Right.
You wanted to go astray. All right. Well, now you've been returned to him. You better seek 10 times more. And as I see why, like, Apostle Tahar is a great example of that. As hard as he goes. And I'm talking about videos, lessons, you know, got out there on the hours ahead of the year.
Right.
And that's him seeking him 10 times more. And that when I see stuff like that, I think about Apostle Paul, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people compare Apostle Tahar to Apostle Paul, and I'm like, damn, he never said that.
All right.
Those men are saying that. So these spirits recognize his spirit, so they see that.
All right. All right.
For them to compare him to that,
Yeah.
the spirits know, man. These spirits know, and all you gotta do is read,
All right.
and you read it through like, oh, this brother got a spirit, like, oh shit, oh, and yo, even our people said that back in the ancient time. When they was talking about John the Baptist.
Yeah.
They was like, who is this, the prophet Elijah? No, my fault, Salaki. They was talking about your house. Is this the prophet Elijah? Is this the like that? Because y'all knew,
Yep.
y'all know they wasn't the bullshit that's for me. So they was more in tune with things. They knew, like, yo, he's back.
Yeah. He
But
did
now what
somebody.
you say?
Yeah.
Now what Jake said? Oh, he's been here before.
Right.
He has to.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, of course.
Yeah.
Why would you say something like that if
Right.
it's not in your spirit?
Right.
You know?
He's got an old soul.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
because he was here.
Yeah.
You know?
Let his blood be on us.
Is that?
Hands out
That's,
shit.
that's why the motherfuckers are dying.
That's why you get it like this, Judah Benjamin Levi.
That's right.
So they rocked out there. She rocked out with him. God damn.
Let's go, bro. You got you.
Yeah. Hey.
Uh-huh.
Silly. Yeah. They playing silly ass. Yeah. They always out here doing that.
For y'all that's still in the churches and y'all know who we are. This Lamentations 2 and 14. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things from me. You rich, Sister Jenkins, you're going to be all right. And they have not discovered thine iniquity. Hey, nigga, we the Israelites. We here suffering the punishment, asshole.
That's right. That's right, brother.
To turn away thy captivity. All you people in them churches who mislead your people. You finna pay for that shit.
Yo, bro, sir.
Yeah. But they have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
Yo, that's why. Yo, when it,
That's why we got kicked out.
when you guys were when I was out, I told me we gotta get focused.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee. You in the churches. And they have not discovered thine iniquity.
Yeah, so then when you go into the churches and all that, the brother was saying, you know, they're not telling you about your iniquities. They're not telling you about your sins. That's why the Lord said to build the Lord up, because they can't be bought. Now, when you go into these churches, yo, what they want, they get your offerings. So the more money you give them, the more they cool with you, because you're paying the bills They're like, you could be the wickedest nigga in the church. You giving up the most money, they will never say you could be a homosexual. And they're not going to once bring up those scriptures about homosexuals. But they're going to money to keep coming in. It ain't about your goddamn money, man. We already rich. We own this whole planet, man. You know, we own this whole planet.
And you hate this too.
Exactly. Everything that was created for our sakes, and it tells you that in Second Ezra, the sixth chapter. You know, it tells you that. So yeah, we don't walk around here cocky and arrogant. We walk around here confident and still humble. But that's what Yahweh Shah did. He the first spirit ever created. He walked around confident and humble, and he ran away from certain situations. And he was able to handle it if he wanted to. Exactly. That's right, brother.
That's pride.
That's right. Exactly. That's what pride goes for destruction. And the haughty look before fall. Look how proud these niggas is now. And DJ Trump, Nero, he's the best one to have in office right now in these times. As prideful as this nigga is, man, that's a prideful effort, man. Prideful as hell.
Hey, bro, see, the Lord just told us to stand as bold as a lion.
That's right, yo.
You know, in the midst of...
Yo, it said be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Then that says a lot. Because a snake is wild. Yo, a snake can stop eating and size your ass up. You trying to feed this nigga, you want to play with them reptiles, man? Yeah, feed. Oh, my snake is not eating. What's wrong with it? Nigga, he's sizing you up. He's not sick of none of that. He just growing, shedding his skin. He's looking at you. Oh, this nigga is big.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta fast. Listen up. Digest this nigga.
Hey, you see when they be over in India and they cut the snake open,
Yeah,
the whole body.
The
whole body.
He was digesting that shit.
And he done pulverized them bones.
Right. Yeah.
You fucked up.
Right.
He's like a fucking child.
Yeah.
Drop this.
Right.
Just fold.
Good.
Wow.
Good, bro.
Back at it.
Good. That's crazy, man. That's some shit.
They have not discovered down in iniquity. We the Israelites not following laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why we're here.
And they're not teaching that. They teach that all nations can be. We don't teach that.
Truly in man, the salvation hope for the
Yeah, that's why they set up the Jehovah's Witness over there. They go door to door. Why do you gotta go there? That's the same spirit that Nate IUI feels in. Because you gotta go country to country. You know, the apostles, where did they go? When did you ever see them get on the plane and fly to Africa to deal with these people? No. Because you go into Romans, and I believe it's one of the songs that tells you about the unicorn. This sound went to the ground, right? That's this YouTube. I was talking to a brother online, and he was like, yo, he said, you know what's crazy? I'm like, what's that, bro? He said, man, since 2007, he said the apostles of Great Millstone have changed the dynamic of YouTube. And it's written, like, you can look it up for yourself, and it says that. I was like, oh shit.
Hey, that's wild.
God, I was like, I'm fully convinced. But when he said, he's like, nah, but he said sometimes let's be on my downtime. So I just get curious and I look up there. I'm like, man, that was a great find, bro.
Wow.
You know? And they changed the dynamic of YouTube. And both the apostles, it was like, yo, when they came on, because first it was the other groups coming on. Apostle Hart was like, you know what, no, let's go ahead and hop on that. And since they came, wildfire, man. This truth expanded. Let's bring that also brings that prophecy to life about this sound going to the ground. It ain't happened back then. It happened now.
Exactly.
You know? But when you look at you look at a map of the World Wide Web, it literally looks like what's the name of that video? Yeah, I'm down the block. He did it. He showed the planet. He was like, look, this is the web. He's like, gotta get caught up into this knowledge. And I was like, ew. There's like a spider, so anything that lands on the web of the spider gets stuck. The spider comes sucks the life out of it. But we ain't sucking the life out of it, we trying to bring the life to you. You know? But you gotta get caught on this web, man. That's the World Wide Web. That's why they want to shut shit down. Now, if they shut it down tomorrow, or they did it any time before, they would know. They'd be like, yo, reason why we shut down because of them niggas. They gonna look like you could be a rapper on there, all this other shit. You ain't changing nothing.
Right.
You ain't changing shit.
Right.
All this comedy, all that bullshit, you ain't doing nothing but just going with the flow. Now, when you get on there and teach what we teaching the correct way,
Right.
now you're doing something. So
Right.
now they like, yo, they want to shut it down, but they can't because they don't want us to be right. But we are right.
Yep.
Fuck out of
It's
here.
too late in the game.
Hey, we got them in the trick bag. We got.
We really controlling them.
Yeah,
They're the ones
yeah.
making movies about us.
Yeah, all right.
You know,
That's
every
right.
superhero movie and all, they're talking about us, man.
Huh.
You know, these niggas go there for it. Oh my God, I wait. And these little niggas walking about, but they try to make it like it's them.
Right.
These Edomites walking around with Superman costumes and all that bullshit. They got Superman and Batman. There's a reason why they did that. Because Batman is a nigga that gotta use like all this his blessings. You know, the swords and all that. But Superman, he just natural. All his shit comes from him. And his name, Kal-El, all powerful.
Hey, and speaking on basically like the YouTube, why do you think the new wave is what? The podcast.
Yeah.
Right? And they
Everybody.
distract you. Yeah, they distract you with a whole bunch of folly and foolishness,
Bullshit.
right? Through podcasting.
Yo,
Sign that contract. Hey man, listen, that's the new wave.
Yo, even the
Yeah.
the news is doing it.
Right.
Fox 29, they got a problem.
Right.
And I'm looking like, when y'all start this shit?
Because they're trying to control the messaging. They're trying to control it
The
and
media,
keep
yo.
you distracted.
That's right. All of the media, all the news stations in America, Babylon is owned by the Rothschilds, by one family. But if you go overseas to like the land of Ham, Africa, Jerusalem, places like that, it's controlled by different people. So they'll show you some shit. They'll show a motherfucker here get rolled up. They be telling you the truth over there. But over here, because this is Babylon, this is a facade. You gotta go.
I just opened my trunk. And you want to see all that top shelf liquor in there. Go ahead.
All right.
That's all Jigsaw.
Yeah. Not discovered down in iniquity, turned right out of captivity, but have seen the false burdens and causes for banishment. The same stuff that we doing right now. The same stuff that got us kicked out of our homeland. All the
Call it banishment.
Yep, banishment.
Yo, you gotta be that. You gotta be that. Damn. That's some heavy.
Hey Shamir, put up what you put up. I missed it.
Gun. Hey, yo, you know
I
what?
can't do it off here because I ain't got no get no Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Yo,
That's Lamentations 2 look like 17.
Draft Lamentations 2.
No, 14. 2 and 14.
And then
And
19.
19.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we gonna read it down.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
that's hey, yo, when you read, when you go into
Oh, God.
Lamentations,
Acts 17:6.
it means to lament. You know, that's what we're doing. This is a form of us lamenting and crying out. That's why we wear the garments like this. Jesus sackcloth. You know, this is what it represents. We don't got all the fancy garments and all that. That's for the kingdom. And we had all this, like when King Solomon song. That was like a glimpse of the kingdom with that.
Yep.
You know, when King Solomon was the rulership. Yo, they was like they didn't even know who was the doorman. They thought the doorman was the king.
Yep.
So just imagine how our king, just keep that thought in your mind of how fly you gonna be in the kingdom. And that was just the doorman holding the door. And King David said, I'd rather be a doorman in the kingdom than that. To hold the door for the righteous people. That's humble, man.
Shamir, I got a precept. This book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 6. And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying, these that have turned the world upside down are come hither also.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
These that turned the world upside down, man.
They're
Them damn devils,
bad.
man.
Right,
Them damn devils, man.
right.
That's what they did.
And hey, he said this how the prophets, apostles started with the apostles, changed the dynamics of YouTube and all that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Home well and flip.
They like these niggas. Yo, when you go in the Wisdom of Solomon, I believe it's 5 at the top about the strangers of their salvation.
Yep.
When they seeing us out here now, our people laughing. Where the laughing stop? Where the what they say? Yeah, the tail of the joke.
Yeah.
But y'all really are for real. When you really think about it, y'all really the tail of the joke because we know the Lord, man. We're talking about it. We're putting our lives on the line to come out here just to talk to you fucking weirdos that don't want to listen. You stiffen it. You hard at it. But yet, every weekend and week out, during the week, we still come out here and speak. Why? Because we're commanded to do it. And that's the fear of the Lord, man. Because God forbid, one day we don't come out, we can get killed the next day.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how serious the Lord is, man.
Well, once again, if I'm preaching out the gospel.
Exactly. Come on, man.
That's why the word is so powerful. It says that this word shall go even to the gates of the world.
That's right.
And
That's why they're trying to stop it now in many different ways.
Remember that time Trump came back here? And they was doing that drum? And I forgot the nigga was out here. That's why he tried to come out here later. And I was like, I know they doing the convention. We gonna go out later. He can't. Yeah, the nigga took a picture of us over there. Trump go right here, right back, and I know he was like, what the fuck? That's me. I got them all black. They just came from there, and I'm looking like, damn. And after that, the next week, the video got 5,000 views. I was like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
all right. I said, that's them niggas.
Them bots, them bots.
The very next week, because that week it was like 80 or something like that. The very next week, it was like 5,000. When I told the nigga, because he didn't think I saw him, I'm like, yo, who told you could take a picture? Oh, I can tell. I said, no, you can't. So don't take no fucking picture to me. I should have took his phone, but whatever.
Yeah,
that's what they wanted, though. That's what they wanted. Yeah,
that's all the Lord.
they wanted that.
Whatever. Well, our faces is already out.
Right,
It
exactly.
is what it is.
So I don't give a fuck.
Oh, they're out here in violence.
Right.
But yo, that next week, that's how I know. And that, like you said, the gates of the nobles. That's how you know.
Yep.
And yo, and another reason too, because Trump talking at
Prophets of Doom.
yup, you're gonna get the prophets of doom of the house.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah.
But now you
Yeah.
know.
Man,
And
you next, huh?
yeah, good. And the Malcolm, Chicago kid, he brought that speech out about the gates of the Lord.
Yeah.
And all that stuff was going like first starting to hit with Trump and everything. I was like, holy shit.
Okay.
So if we was out here on some bullshit, you don't see no Islam reaching the gates of the Lord.
Right.
Because they know they got you.
Matter of fact, they the ones who set it up like that for us to be part of that nonsense. Yeah.
Like bullshit,
When
man.
Joe Biden was in office, he damn near slipped and said, "We gotta give them Israelites that sauce."
Yakada, yeah.
He said that shit, bro. I had a video probably about like a minute long on one of my old channels. I had it on there.
Yeah.
Damn near slipped. Them
Right.
Yeah,
black
because they know.
Latinos and Native
Come on,
Americans.
see, they know.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Why would you simplify it to 3 different groups that are the Israelites?
Yeah.
And what he say? I'm tired. I'm sick of you people.
My patience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tripping up the steps.
Go fall back in there.
Sleepy Joe. Go back to sleep.
Yo, Trump is the, yo, he's the that shit, yo, I like seeing shit like that. 2 Edomites going No, I'm gonna have that shit in the kitchen, bro. I was the same way they do. Fight to the death, man.
Right.
I'm gonna eat some popcorn.
All right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a man of all 17 nations, all of y'all, get out there and go for what you know.
Yo, what's that new John? They be like 100 gorilla. Yo, I'm gonna be like, in the kingdom, I'm like, give me 1,000 Edomites against the Leviathan.
Out of there.
Sit back and
Out of
there.
I want to go gladiator games and watch whoever win and be like, hey, whoever y'all win, you know you're gonna fight me, right? Kick off in their ass, fuck their ass up. I'm doing that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
This your trophy for winning.
Yo,
Me,
yo,
take your ass back to the
My brother, how you?
What's up, bro? How you feel, bro?
I'm all right.
Man, leg will messed up. I'm ready to try to make this work.
Right on.
I'm ready to stop and I try. I'm gonna put it. I just had an hour.
Yo, what if I told you this, brother? Dan, I like your shirt, Warrior. That's what
Thank
you
you
are.
very much.
And you got the Atlanta hat on, meaning you brave.
No, I just made my
Check
life
this out,
good.
brother. You brave. Check this out. I'll tell you, you're going to get a new body.
I didn't even, bro.
I was about to tell you, see how you say your hip hurt and all this?
Yeah.
Walking like that, you're going to get a new body, bro.
I need
Nah, you're
that.
going to get it. It's already set up for you. You just got to be patient and wait on it. Trust me,
It's
bro.
coming.
Don't trust me. Trust the one that
Trust what
sits
you
us.
said. I believe what you
Right,
said.
Lord, you're going to get a new body. You're going to live forever. And you're going to have sleeves. And you're going to be extremely rich.
And you king
I'm
again.
already rich.
There you go.
Within me.
That's right.
I'm never broke down rich.
That's
rich. I'm
That's
rich
right,
in
brother.
life.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm talking
If I
about.
got a penny in my pocket,
That's right, brother. That's right.
He said
That's
he up.
right, brother. Hey,
I'm progress. Can't stop progress. I'm gonna put money up and push.
that's right, brother.
They get dead. I get
That's right, brother.
Hey, all right,
Hey.
All right, you too, brother.
Shamyar said he got first dibs on Trump, though. In the kingdom. He said he got first dibs. Shamyar said he got first dibs on Trump.
You got it, brother. You got it, brother. Just leave some pieces for us.
That's it. Back to Lamentations 2 and 15. All that, excuse me, the other 17 nations, all that passed by, clap their hands at thee, as you Israelites. They hissed and wagged their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, "Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?"
Yo, and that's crazy, because look at it. Yo, they do that now. Look
All
at it.
right.
And yo, and that's why it's called Lamentations, because yo, that shit make you want to cry. Like when you really look at our people, you like, yo, these is the greatest people on the planet.
Right.
Like yo, I just bumped into my man the other day, right? Yesterday. When we was kids, we used to play video games. This dude used to get a video game the same night he beat it. Guys that come on, I'll be like, yo, bro, I'm still on level 7. What the fuck you be doing? He's like, I don't know, guys. I'm like, yo, nigga, yeah. So
That's
now,
like hand-eye coordination.
yeah. So now, like, I'm telling you, every single, the Sega Genesis, every single game he got, he beat it that same night. The same night. I'm still struggling on my joint.
Yeah.
But now it's because though Jacob is the football, that's like effective. Now he's like we grown now. He's doing like a company where he makes games. So I'm like, oh shit. Well, he was telling me he had a contract with this one dude who did up everything, put the thing together, but the ball played him. So he was like, he backed out of it. I was like, man, that's crazy. But yo, he is real, like Jake is very intelligent.
All right. The most intelligent.
Yeah, on the planet, you know? And it's sad to see. It's sad, man.
Hey, Jake is a joint.
What?
Literally the most athletic motherfucker walking around this pitch and then a penitentiary.
Right.
Unproductive.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Right.
But that's what they want. I done seen niggas in jail that hoop better than niggas in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like,
Right.
nigga,
Yeah.
you on some Michael Jordan shit.
Yep.
Boxers, all types.
Yep.
That's what Bernard Hopkins came out.
Right.
Jail.
Penitentiary.
Right.
I know about being.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a fan. of
Writers, everything. Writers, poets.
All that.
Yeah.
Because, yo, and that's another thing Esau got to think about. You don't just have people in captivity. You have a nation.
Right.
A whole nation.
Right.
Just like y'all a nation, yeah, we're a nation too. But right now we're under Europe.
Right.
And we've been like that for a long time under all these different nations. The reason why, because we turned our back on the
Right.
every single time.
And we're the majority.
That's right. That's right.
They got us calling ourselves minorities.
Exactly.
We're the
That's
majority.
But we're like the sand on the sea.
Right. But hey, I got a precept for that too. In terms of what you was talking about. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 7. And we bring this out all the time. I have even seen servants riding this NLT.
What they said.
I have even seen servants riding horseback like princes, and princes walking like servants.
Yo, remember the movie Django?
Yeah.
Put that nigga on that neck.
Yeah.
Because now look, this is because Job 9:24, right? Earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So that looked strange to them. Like, this nigga's on a horse. Who the fuck
Right.
you think he is? He coming through. No, that's natural.
Right. The strange thing is seeing them
Exactly.
on the horse.
Because we say about Yahushua coming back on a white horse. It's telling you the power. That's telling you the power that he has. He has a power of purity, the power of peace, man. But he's coming through to take it with what? Violence, man. Because the same way y'all did it. So he gave y'all that blessing of the sword, while he's coming back to take the blessing from you. With the same sword that he gave you, man.
Wow.
You know? Your blessing.
Your own blessing gonna be used against you.
Right. That's a beautiful
16. All thine enemies. Start on top of that.
Nah.
Back to 15. All that pass by, clap their hands. Lamentations 2:15. Select. All that pass by, clap their hands at me. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, "Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?"
John. Yep.
That's why they always laughing and talking at us.
Right.
Yeah. I done had Moab treat me like shit. I had young Jack say, hey, it's the reason why when you look at them pictures of cavemen, it's the reason why it's white people. I looked at it, I said, oh shit. The Lord dropped that on your ass and they gonna let you come into the truth.
God.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah.
That was hard, bro. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee.
See that hard, yo. So how you figure you don't got enemies? All you gotta do is read this and just look around.
Right.
Then when you get the old Bibles, no matter if I think our Bible got it in the back, it's got the map, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at the lands and everything, right, it'll show you our land, like Judah, Gad, Benjamin, Levi, all of them, all 12 tribes, and surrounding them is all the other nations.
Yep.
Because we was the center of everything. So surrounded, so that's how it made it so easy for them to come in when they fucked up. The Lord like, oh, y'all doing it? Okay, I got some. But I'm gonna send this prophet. Look and tell you what's going on.
Says the allotment to the 12 tribes.
Yo, matter of fact, Ezekiel, what's that? The last 38? Ezekiel, the last chapter of Ezekiel. I think it's 46, but it was going into which you just showed, brother. The giving out of
the lands.
The lands. Yo, Gad got this, Reuben got this, Judah got this. All the lands the Lord gave to them.
Yeah, it's definitely Ezekiel because when you brought out the scriptures.
Ezekiel 48.
But it tells that whole chapter goes into the lands and everything that was brought out for our people. But that's why, and they said all our enemies, they surround us.
17.
Yes, they still around us. We're in the middle of them. We're the center of attraction for real. We're the center of attraction. They're not going to tell you that, but we really are. You know, but you got to go.
Back to Lamentations 2:16. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth and say, we have swallowed her up. She ain't following law, statutes, and commandments no more.
Then one of the Rothschilds with that letter, he was like, it was a 3-day war.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I'm happy to inform you that we finally took over this land. I forgot what Rothschild was. I got to look it up. But it was that war. He said, I'm happy to inform you that we took over citizens. So that's them wagging and doing all that extra shit.
We have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day we have looked for. We have found. We have seen it. Lord Yahweh, Hashem Shah, have done that which he had devised. He had fulfilled his word that he commanded in the days of old.
See that? Yo, and it said what? He fulfilled his word. So right now what we're seeing, that's him fulfilling his word, whether you believe it or not. You just gotta have ears to hear it and eyes to see it. You know? Us being taken down by our enemies, that's him fulfilling his word. Because we turned our back on him. So it's like, okay, that's like a parent. If a parent tell you they're going to do something, yo, this day, You do this good, I'm gonna give you this. And you're going to be on your best behavior to get that. So when it comes, you're like, oh man, I've earned this reward. Now you feel good about yourself. They ain't trying to cheat you, the opposite. But when they know that you're doing something fucked up, they like, no, nigga, they gonna cheat you. We're the Lord's children, so He doing us the same way. And it's also designed for you to turn back and see your wickedness. When you see your wickedness, you're like, oh my God, what have I done? Now that's what we brought out of the book chapter. Call on Him 10 times more. When you start reading, you know all the sins that you committed. You're like, oh my God, you feel like the worst person in the world. You know, it's support, but that's what it's designed to do, to convict you, for you to have that repentant spirit. That's right. That's right.
150.
Verse 17. The Lord Yahweh has done that which He had devised. The transatlantic slave trade. All of other captivities in the Bible.
Yo, and the trans-Saharan.
The reverse slave trade. He had fulfilled His word that He commanded us in the days of old. He was gonna curse our ass, put us on slave ships, send us to the other side of the fucking world.
Right here where we at. This the end of the world. Basically. That's the end of the world. Like the latter part. When you really look at the maps and everything, I was designed, then you look like this the latter part. When they say the old world, they're talking about over there.
Yeah.
But like Rome, Italy, Egypt, like all that. Because you got Alexandria, Egypt, like Alexander the Greek took over. You see his names. You see the Roman, you see all the ones that were cool. And it was all over there. That's why everything is starting over there. And over here is going to be the worst destruction that you ever could imagine in history. You're living history right now. You're living prophecy.
He had thrown down. He knocked us off our square. And have not pitied. You can't understand. That's why you walk around here crazy like this. And He has caused thine enemies, the other 17 nations, especially the so-called white man, to rejoice over thee. He has set up the horn of thine adversaries. He put them fucking crackers and them dogs over us.
And yo, the horn represents a power, like a mountain. That's power. So He set them up. He set up their elites. You know, they're over us. They're going to, because when you go into Genesis, I think it's 13, but it goes down to Dukes of Edom. Yeah. It tells you all the Dukes. So now you're reading that's royalty. But how do we know that? Because we war against them, and they war against us. So you gotta know your enemy. If you don't know your enemy, like you playing chess with a nigga, you don't know how you going to win the game. It's strategy. So we had to do that. We had to learn our enemies. And that's what this book, the Bible, is talking about. It's talking about us, mainly us, and all our enemies that we had to go through, conquer, and get conquered by another to the end. This is right now. And we about to prevail once again. And we're going to Genesis, the 49th chapter. It tells you Jacob told all his sons, except Joseph, because he blessed Ephraim and Manasseh, Joseph's two sons. But he blessed all of them and told them what was going to happen to them. That what they're done in the latter times. The latter times is right now.
And we have to understand too, and not get so emotional. Did these things happen to our people?
Right.
Were we enslaved?
That's right. That's right.
Were dogs sicked on us? Were our women raped, robbed, murdered? Right in front of the men. Right. Yeah. Right. Let's stop being so emotional and really look at the facts. And what power have they shared with us until this day?
Exactly.
I don't think they shared was our blood on the ground.
Right. They're still using us. They're still using our talents in every sector.
Look at the tears.
Yeah.
They started Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee, going all the way out to the West Coast. The things that they've done to Native Americans.
Hey, because you got Jake all scared. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. Well, move out the way. Get out the way. Go sit down somewhere then. If you're that fearful
That's right.
and that scared, to speak up against all the atrocities that have happened to our people, and that continue to happen to this day. Move out the way.
And we're not going to the white man for help. Because we're not supposed to do that. We're not going marching up and down the streets.
He ain't gonna give you no help. I don't care what you say. Hey.
All we're doing what we're supposed to cry out to the Heavenly Father, because He created everything, and He's going to be the one to bring it to a closure. You know?
Hey, so tell you
like pussies and all that, so be it.
No. Tell your best friend Brad or whoever your best friend is. Hey man, they wicked.
Yeah.
Still do business with them, but hey, they the wicked.
All right, I'm gonna finish it out. Their heart cried unto the Lord Yahweh. Bashimam Shah. O wall of the daughter of Zion, let tears run down like a river, day and night. Give thyself no rest.
They say, cry me a river.
Cry me a river.
That's what we're doing.
Call me Justin Timberlake. Let not the apple of thine eye cease. That's talking about you Israelites.
Right. Let not the apple of thine eye cease. And that's what Vocab Malone and them trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, they did away with the Israelites. And they even try to say it about themselves.
Yep.
Oh, they did away with the Edomites. No, they didn't. Y'all niggas still exist to this day.
Right.
And that's why we got the Table of Nations.
Right.
And we got the 12 tribes, sorry. To show you, because that's what the Lord calls you by, the names that He gave you.
Right.
Not the names that you changed us to be called.
Right.
That's bullshit.
And proverbs and bywords.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know? We're called by His name. That's why we got those heavenly names. Like Masa, Allah. That's power. You know? A lot of Allah at the end. Allah, Raza. You know? All those. We're called by His name. That's why these other nations hate us so much. And that's why they despise the Bible so much, because it condemns them.
Right.
If they're such a devil, they have the technology and the power to do it because it's given to them right now. You know? So they can try to switch up things, but it tells you the scripture, more than them that add on, to take away. They're adding on, they're taking away. So what the hell you think will happen? Just because it happened right now, it was coming. And you're starting to see about everything that's happening in the world.
Yep.
You got the military down there in Washington, D.C. But how you know the blitz was coming? Because they started setting up before it happened. So they already knew what they was doing.
Right.
Stop, yo, this place is designed like that. They put things in order, they give them test runs. You see how it's going, so when they're ready to go full force, they go exactly how to combat it. You know?
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got Jake Men still sitting on Santa's lap.
Yup.
Still in line wanting to sit on Santa's lap.
Bullshit. Fat ass white man. And Saint Nick, he really wasn't Saint. No, Saint Nick was a
it's a Jake. Yeah. Originally.
The real Saint Nick was a nigga.
Yeah.
Man, wow.
Just like Robin Hood, he was a nigga.
Oh,
But see, they do all that shit. They whitewashed things going into the Renaissance era. They whitewashed everything. That's when they took our images down. The Renaissance era, when you go into the Dark Ages, all our images and everything. Yo, and then you got the Russians. The Russian icons. You get that book, the Russian icons, and they made them books so expensive now.
Right.
Average Jake couldn't even
$4,000, something like that. Yeah.
But if you was a smart nigga, you would buy that shit. These niggas sit out here and sell drugs and buy dumb shit. You want to buy guns and all this stuff, kill each other. Nigga, you're doing them a favor.
Right.
That's all you
Be
do.
the joint.
Yeah, you know? You're supposed to love your brothers.
Right.
You know, we're peaceful people. That's our nature, peaceful. But they try to make us seem like crazy. Because, like, first of all, you don't even know the situation was going on. You know, between two people. But yo, when these crackers, when they win their little like sports events and everything, they go crazy. They tear the whole city up.
Right.
The whole city. Don't nothing get said about that.
Yeah.
But let it one block. For the niggas, something happened, they can just come on, see, look at them. They're this, that. But they don't show you them niggas setting cars on fire over a goddamn game. That's fucking crazy.
And they put you out there to the whole world like you're a scumbag. You're probably in the earth.
That's right, man.
Right.
That's right. That's right. You got
This is Lamentations chapter 5 verse 1. So God says, remember, O Lord, what has come upon us.
Yo, see that? Yo, see that?
Remember.
That's what we asked them.
No, I was just saying, no, you keep going on. Just remember. Shit, remember us, oh Lord, the power.
And that's the reason why we are. Because we know what's coming. We see the blitz. The rest of these people, they're going to be blind. That's why I said the Lord is what? Thief in the night, will come like a thief in the night. All these eagles growing, and we've been out here week in and week out telling you about it. So when it finally his full force, the people that wasn't, oh my God, why is it sad? We going to send back like that.
Yeah.
So laughing. Because what he said, right. What the Lord said, he said, I will laugh at you. Laughing.
All right.
I'm mocking your finger.
Exactly. Now we going to be sent back. And how you going to do it? You're going to use this little thing. Because the Lord ain't giving off the scroll and come down here and laugh at you. He's too royal for that. He sent you too. Yo, you know what you laugh at this. Gotcha. Because you expect that it's children.
It says, remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens.
That's right, yo, damn.
Amalek,
We are,
Ishmael, Arabs. That's all I want to say.
it says, we are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers as widows. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us.
Yeah, see that? Yo, everything that's designed on this planet was made for us. It was made for our sakes. It says that in Second Letters. Matter of fact, you grab it. I can sit on the side. But it was all made for our sakes. Now you selling us back. Like, that's like a nigga breaking in your crib, taking it over. You already bought, you got a refrigerator full of food and everything. You take over your crib, now you coming in and you got a lot of food you already bought. That's fucking retarded, man. And that's what they're doing to us. All this stuff belongs to us, this whole earth, man. The Lord said it. And that's what he's going to bring up. And it tells you the reason why we're in this situation, man. We fully know that. That's why we ain't tripping, we ain't fucking up, no. We're in complete subjection to Yahweh Bashim outside. Because when you see something happen, that was his judgment. Or that was this, that was it. So you avoid things. Stay away from shit. Stay out of drama. You know?
It says our necks are under persecution, we labor and have no rest. We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread.
And the modern day Egyptian and Assyrian is the so-called white man. That's the modern day. Because we were in Egypt, going into the word Mizraim, which is bondage. Egypt just means a house of bondage. That's what these niggas say. Now, in the back of it, the Lord said how we know that the earth was made for our sins. And you can go to Job 9:24 and tell you the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So right now, who's running the earth? Who's controlling it? It's not us. Because we're not the wicked ones. The wicked ones is controlling. All you got to do is look around you and see who's running. Who own these buildings?
Yep.
Who own these colleges? That's who's running the earth. They had colleges back in Greece. The libraries. Why did they want all our books? Because they know who we are. They love to understand our knowledge. There are prophecies that men wrote that inspired by Yahweh Bashim outside, man. We're the most feared people on this planet, man. They don't fear no nigga on the corner smoking blunts with cigarettes with his gun on his hip. They don't care about you because they got you. You ain't teaching nobody nothing. You're doing a favor for them by killing your own fucking people. Fucking dickhead.
And it's an Israelite farmer that I know work for a police department. Said that it's the reason why they put 20 cops on your ass out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This was Israelite farmer that said this.
Wow. Yeah.
It's the reason why there's 20 cops roll up on your black, Latino, or Native American nigga ass. It's the reason why.
That's right, bro. That's right.
The second Ezra 6 and 54. After all these, Adam, also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Yeah,
Adam was the king of the world.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, this breaks down the Genesis 1.
Yep.
Where Adam and Eve, like, ask the church about this. They clueless.
Yeah.
They look at you like you got 10 horns on you. They say you got 7 heads.
Yeah. Yeah. Another one in the church when they talk about Adam and Eve hid amongst the trees.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah,
some
yeah.
other fucking nations,
Exactly.
dumbass.
Yeah.
The Lord
Yeah.
talking about, so he called us trees.
Right.
Exactly. Yep.
Right.
Then you tell that Bible, they say, oh, your family trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Jake talking.
They don't know how to break down
Or
scriptures.
or baby batter.
Yeah,
He shot the baby batter
Right.
off Philly. Man, I'm tripping, man. You can't make it up, bro.
Right. That's how you know it's Jake.
Yeah. All right. And of the people also whom thou hast chosen, Adam, the Adamites,
Right.
the sons of God, and the Israelites, they all the same people.
That's right, bro. Because before we were Israelites, they like, what they used to call y'all before that?
Right.
Sons of God.
Huh.
Because what you got to understand is Jacob's name became Israel. That's where we comes from. He's one of our forefathers. So Abraham's name was Abram. Before it was Abraham. That's what the Hebrew Abraham is the father of many nations. Abba, that's what's his name. Abba just means father. Abraham, when you give him that name, Abraham means the father of many nations. It's like Jacob, Yaakov was turned into Yashua, Israel. Which that's now you're a prince of the power. You're a prince of God. So it's still the same thing. Sons of God, prince of God. It's the same thing. You know?
Reread 54. And after all these, Adam, whom thou hast made us Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
It said Lord of all thy creatures. So that tells you right there in Genesis, right? But all the animals came to Adam to get their name. And I always bring this up, but Adam was Yahushua. That's why when he came as Yahushua, he called you vipers, this and that, and he compared you to certain animals. He knew the characteristics of them because he named them. They had to come to him for their names.
That's wild, bro.
They had to come to him. All the animals, all the creatures on this planet had to come to him to get their names. You know? And that's why like names would change. Abraham. He changed Paul. What Paul name? Saul. His name was Saul. He got changed to Paul. You know? So this comes like when we came up in this era, we had our government names, but now we got our Hebrew names. Because we're turning back to our heritage.
Oh.
And that's what they fear, that's what they hate, that's what they don't want because they know that it's over for them.
Yeah. It was the reason why you took that beat there of slavery.
That's right,
It was the reason for that.
That's right, bro.
Uh,
They didn't want you to know who the fuck you are.
That's right, bro.
And fuck them for that.
That's right. That's right. That's right, brother.
Let's see. 54. And after these, Adam, whom thou hast made us Lord of all thy creatures, with him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Thou hast chosen. So that lets you know there's more people on the planet back then, just besides Adam and Eve. They were
Right.
called the Adamites. The Adamite, that's man. Adam, one formed from the ground. That's what that name means. You know?
And, excuse me, after this I have spoken before thee, O Lord Yahweh, by Shema Shai, because thou madest the world for our sake.
That the world, the whole planet.
And even you heathens too.
Everything under the sun
Right.
belongs to us. Because now look who's in control now. How you know? Look at the people. That's what all you gotta do is look at the people. Look who they want to be like. Look who they pattern like.
Yep.
Look who's their influences. That's who's running. Even these other nations. Yo, the Chinese people never dressed in suit and ties like that. They wore their traditional shit. But now the so-called white man's up out there, they want to wear the same thing that they wear. And the so-called white man want to be like everybody fucking other nation.
Yeah. He just don't want to be who the fuck he
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
He's devil.
What they say, he clout chasing.
The culture books.
Got it, bro.
All right.
Here we go.
56. As for the other people, the other 17 nations,
That's right, bro.
which also come of Adam,
Yeah.
thou hast said that they
Nothing.
are nothing,
Nothing.
Nothing.
but to be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance the multitude of other 17 nations
Right.
of them unto a drop that falleth from the vessel.
That means they ain't shit. And you got a whole bucket of water. Anything that falls off, you ain't concerned with.
You ain't gonna go
He's
back
trying
and
to
pick
get
it up.
it's on the ground. So he's just trying to get the bucket of riches where he got to go to. You know? And that's the reason why the damn devils, the Edomites, the crackers, so-called white man, that's the reason why they look at us the way they look at us. Because the Lord looks at them like that. Like, you nothing, y'all created you. I'm just like a painter. A painter that paints a lot of pictures, he got one favorite picture that he painted. This is my joint, or a rap. That write raps. This is my favorite rap. She got a lot of raps, but this is just your favorite joint. That's the way the Lord look at us. Yo, we're his favorite people. He created us all, but he's like, yo, y'all the bunch. The rest of them, yeah, I made them to serve y'all.
Yeah.
And they mad. You know?
Yeah.
That's why they coming up with all these different laws and everything to come against us to get us off the streets. They trying to, yo, why the fuck you think they trying to ban free speech? It ain't because of you niggas rapping doing that, that's because of us.
Right.
Because we out here telling the truth, man. Reading out the book. They about to make Bibles illegal.
Yep.
They ain't doing that with no Quran. You can have that shit all you want. Because there ain't no prophecies. Fuck out.
Just a little bit more. And now, O Lord Yahweh, behold these heathen, which have been ever reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and devour us. But we thy people, Yashar'Allah, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy fervent love, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance in the world?
That's right.
How long shall this endure?
That's what he asked.
Right.
How long? Just like when we was in the book of Baruch before. You know, he said he was given to your enemies. That just confirms it. All the prophets said the same thing. Just different times. And guess what? The prophets knew each other. Going to Daniel the first time. But they another bit how they changed our names. Well, they did that in Babylon too.
Yeah.
But then they changed their what? The Belshazzar. Ezra, they changed their name to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I mean, those are Babylonian names. That wasn't Hebrew names. They had Hebrew names. But they were given Babylonian names. Why? Because you were in slavery underneath the things. But you still had the most intellect and insight of things because the Lord was dealing with you.
Yeah.
All them sorcerers and all that them niggas had, that ain't good nowhere. I heard him say conversation over.
Yeah.
That's why Paul was able to speak them different languages.
Yeah, come,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right.
Just like now, we got to take that speak Latin,
Come.
English.
Yep.
Look at what
Spanish.
they was at. You got look at the region that they was at. 'Cause
French.
Here in America, this is the main language of the people. Just like what is it? Rome. You had the Romans. They spoke Latin. That was the language of the. How you say not intellectual, but like the high class society. That's why they wrote all their laws in Latin. Same way they do here in America. All the laws, habeas corpus. What the fuck you think that's Latin?
Yeah.
All of their laws is written in Latin because it's for them to get it, the lingo, for them to speak that language. So that's how they fuck you over. When you niggas do dumb shit and go to court, you want a lawyer and all that.
Yep.
Like, man, listen, they
Word,
fucking you over.
word
Man.
play like a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that's all it is. That's how they got the Gadites, the Native American, pushing the pin.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to put this, and that's how you know. Like, they don't control. The Lord controls everything. He gave them the authority to do it. It's the same way He took us out of power. That's why, like, how long is it going to last? Well, we're seeing it now. We're seeing the end of it.
Right.
We're seeing the fall of this place. And if you can't see it, hey, man, that's what I do. The Lord ain't there.
Yo, bad.
You got your eyes closed. But this
Yeah.
place is falling as we speak. That's why you're starting to hear about all those wars. You're starting to hear about the nukes, and that's why they're trying to bring in more entertainment to keep you further dumbed down
And
because
distracted.
you can't hide the truth forever.
Right.
You can lie all you want, but you cannot hide the truth. Because eventually it's going to come up.
Hey, and they know they got a short time.
That's right.
Hey, time is
So
up.
They move
Yeah.
fast.
Revelation 12.
Right.
Lightning speed.
Right.
Dog,
Right.
even when somebody lies all the time, if eventually the truth is going to
Oh
come.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, they gonna
Esau,
forgive a lie they say.
They
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Right.
like
They
Esau,
gonna forgive a lie they say. This shit.
what they say, their tongue shall fall upon
Yep.
themselves.
Right.
So Esau keep coming up with these lies.
Yeah.
Then their tongue fall upon themselves.
Right.
You got Jake recording like, oh look, whistleblowers.
Right.
I might not know the truth, but like, yo,
Yeah.
now we see
Yeah.
the lies and the agendas that they have.
Right.
You know,
Hey.
it's all being. Once somebody's exposed to their lies, all they're gonna do now is come down with a good laugh.
Ah.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
short
Yeah.
tongues.
That's why that nigga Sleepy Joe said that. I'm patient to swear. They talking for Trump too. They all together. All them niggas
All in
in
the same boat.
Hey, that's why Job would say he set the bounds.
Yup.
They can't
Right.
cross.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yup. That's right, bro.
That is about the decree of who watches.
That's right. Yeah. They try to make you seem like they said they went to the moon.
Right.
Nope.
So now that's why they try to knock down all that Neil Armstrong shit. They try to blind people from that. Oh, we're going to the moon the first time. They telling you. They lied to you all this time, man. You never went to the fucking moon. Then you got all this wind blood. So if this nigga went to the moon, who the fuck was recording the fucking video?
And why is air making that damn that flag flapping
Right,
the wind when it ain't no fucking air in our
Yeah, exactly. That shit.
Yeah. What Hollywood studio did you set up
Got that
in the
shit from
desert
that-
somewhere?
what was that world? That war against the world shit. That's what
Right.
they got that
Yeah.
on the radio, and they seen the reaction like that. So they's like, yo, let's take it to the next level. We gonna give them a vision.
Yeah, what part of Texas was that?
Right.
Oh, God, you know it's a desert.
Right.
You know it's a desert shit. You know what I mean?
Action.
No, yeah, you got it, bro.
It's a book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads.
Right.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, and him that hath understanding, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
Right.
And his number is 603 and 6.
Right. Kasa stigma.
to cut.
In the Kasa stigma in the Greek. That's what that is. That's 666. That's what it is. It goes all the way back to the Greeks. Because the Greeks used to they branded motherfuckers.
Yeah.
To show that you was their problem. Yo, you go into these fraternities, these Greco schools, they do the same shit.
Yeah.
That's why you got the fraternities is always like a Greek name, like Alpha, Beta, some shit.
Yeah.
There's always Greeks, and it goes back to the Greeks. You know, because Alexander the Greek, which he's mentioned of in the Bible, talks about him. You know, he had a whole library. He went and conquered every place that he conquered. Which the Lord told him he was going to do that. But he took the books of the Greeks, and he wanted to know. Because them niggas, they wanted to know knowledge, man, to be able to rule and control and manipulate the minds of people. You know, but that was the spirit, the wickedness.
And that's why I told him, when they conquered us during the time of solutions of Christ, I told him he took all of our stuff, our scrolls, you know, and all that. And that's why now you have to, I believe in Egypt, something called the Library of Alexandria.
Yeah, that's what
You know, and that's all about.
Yo, even a book I got when it talks about the I think it was 70 scholars that do Hebrew, and they called them over and put them on the island, got them whatever they wanted, so the people don't disturb them, so they can translate from the Hebrew to the Greek. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know that the language has been changed, right? Going back to the time of battle.
Wasn't that King James?
You talking about King James had it translated from Hebrew to Greek to English. That's why you get the when you got the 1611, they go J's and things like that, just straight. But I think it was I want to say the Germans or something, but it was Edomites that bought that J. The J is what, like over 500 years old now. But they thought that, like in Jeremiah, they thought that sounded too feminine. So it's like Jeremiah, all this stuff. But they did that shit. What you got to
God,
get up out of here.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, said, with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God.
Yo, and that's all that everything that when you take this, brother, that's the new currency. Yeah, we're just talking. You want to start hearing more about it. The RFID microchip. So instead of going in there and spending your dollar bills, tap the card, but they put
got that. You can't. That's your ass.
Right, that's
your
what
ass.
we're reading. And that's the most major prophecy that we're waiting for right now. Once that's implemented and it's mandatory, this place is over.
Yep.
This place is over. It's already done. But once you start doing that, because now you're changing the system again. That's why they call it the new world. You know what I'm saying? But the new world is us. And we got next. We're the ones that's going to
Our people got
yeah, and everything that we're reading coming out of this book, our laws, statutes, and commandments, you got 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the laws of the land to come. That's how you judge something righteously and take care of it righteously. Because of the laws that the Lord gave us.
613. 6. No spiritual, 1 perfection, 3 understanding. The spiritual perfect will understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right, bro. That's right. You got it, bro.
It says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
That's right. It's your house.
And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
God damn. That's crazy.
Woo.
That's a lot. It said the smoke of the torment ascended forever. That's a
A
long
long goddamn
period of time. Let's look at all the flesh that's in America. When these nukes sit here and all as flammable as this place is, Joe, just Yellowstone National Park, prime example. That's the biggest volcano in America.
Yeah.
Just if that explodes, America's done. Just that.
It's
Yeah.
over.
So just imagine the missiles here.
I got one
On
for
top of that.
you. Do you know how much sewage and all that shit up under the ground? You know that shit is flammable?
Yeah,
Right.
This motherfucker gonna go up, bro.
Right.
This motherfucker gonna go up. Horrible.
On top of the furnace.
Yeah.
The furnace.
Right.
You know, when you light a coal, it's like,
Yeah. They're gonna fan them flames. Yeah.
That's how they gonna be.
Right.
Get this shit up. Yo, so good, man. Lord is willing. This was edifying, made sense. Got some back to next week. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Next week, we're going to say Waffle Ball.
Waffle Ball.
Come on, Shara.
Come on, smell.
Come here.
Salman, Baba Ball. My wife, Lava Ball.
My brother, yeah. That's why you said I was gonna be happy.
Oh, yeah. I said I had a surprise for you.
You're telling me.
I told you I had a surprise for you,
I
brother.
know.